ain't tryna see your hand out. No freebies, better pay out. Y'all so cheap, man, we stay out. Feel like a breeze, don't play around. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me.
Yeah, I've been on the road chill. 31, baby, living out my dream still. I just got off a tour, the Prada in store. I'm playing, I'll be rocking with the guy in the horse. Yeah, you just hopped in the coupe, got lock in the shoes. I worship at Zeus, you not gonna shoot. I'm watching you do the cam base where I'm blocking these fools. I got studio time, I got my watch in the booth. Yeah, they be praying on my downfall. I'm an outlaw, switching full ever stanza like Southpaw. How come your mouth off when y'all soft? No, you see me on the trampoline, about to bounce off. Yeah, it's a matter of time. I know you see me standing in the front, back of the line. I happen to grind every minute, passing the time. We ain't never been friends. How you acting like mine? Y'all need consentment. Y'all got resentment. God's grace lead to repentance. You live for mentions that make me question how you gonna handle a gift if you don't know how to stew a blessing. You can't do it. You don't want a dream chase. You don't put your hands to it. You know the circle shrunk. 4th and 40 got a pun. No, I don't do what I want. I do it for the kingdom come. I ain't know that I was flowing. I ain't showing sign of slowing. I am going for the juggler, mate. The one to debate. But you seem to want it for free. I ain't doing video unless I'm gonna get paid. Yeah, I've been working on a gift. I ain't doing free shows. You can call me here again. You can call me what you want. It's really absurd. Just because you the church doesn't really mean you don't have to pay me what I am worth.
I ain't tryna see your hand out. No freebies, better pay out. Y'all so cheap, man, we stay out. Feel like a breeze, don't play around. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleeping, and that's why you really gon' need me. Y'all better pay for the CD. Y'all better pay to come see me. They left the whole crowd sleepy, and that's when you really gon' need me.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. We chillin' at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot, still tryna flip it out the stove. Rockin' fake J's, praying that nobody know. Watch them take my dog away, it was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, I might crash, cause the good die young. Yeah, the good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put that on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Or die too young. 100 miles per hour, I might crash cause good die young. Yeah, but here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. And guys, not that much is going on with Bitcoin, but we're going to be taking a look at those key levels to the upside and the downside, guys. I actually I have a bit I want to talk about today, just taking a look at Bitcoin, trying to figure out the next move and what we're looking to happen here in the next couple of days, going into the weekend and the next week of trading. I want to break down the price action. I want to break down my analysis, talk to you guys about kind of what I'm expecting to come up here. Are we going to finally see the sweep of these highs, or are we just going to come down from where we are right now, because we are starting to get some signs on the chart that could give us a little bit of insight into where price is going next. So stick around for that. Smash that like button, guys. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure, where you guys will all have multiple chances to win some free giveaways. Yeah, guys, we're going to be giving away a bunch of that Aztecian Cactus Moss Water koozies, which are pretty fire, guys. You got that nice little Aztecian symbol here. Shout out to Wolfman Ate My Crypto. He was able to make these for us. You got the Bing Bong on the bottom, so when you're chugging that Aztecian Cactus Moss Water, people know why you got to drink it. It's for the Bing Bong. But yeah, super, super dope. Shout out to Wolfman Ate My Crypto. We're going to be giving away some of these, as well as crypto. I think we got a couple hats to give away. The mods could probably list off what we're giving away, because it's going to be a good giveaway tonight, guys. So smash that like button. Without further ado, guys, I just kind of want to jump into the charts, break down the price action. We're going to take a look at some trades. And before we jump into it, I see you guys going ballistic in the chat already. Let me go ahead and say what's up to the Mafia. Shout out to Crypto Billy. As always, good to see you here, bro. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Long time no see. I popped on over to Sin City to say what's up. And what do you know? Crypto Billy, I saw French Toaster in there. He says, hola, with the eye emojis and the candles. Shout out to French Toaster. I saw a bunch of you guys in the Sin City stream. I love you guys when you guys go over to show some love to Sin City. But shout out to Crypto Billy. Shout out to Red Elephant. We got Curtis Neal in the chat. Shouting out Billy, of course. Shout out to you, man. We got Mike Bennett. What is going on, bro? We got Dev in the chat. He says... Bing Bong, Frankie Calf Muscles, Gala, please. Guys, Gala is the talk of the town right now, apparently. We got Thesis himself super chatting to take a look at Gala, saying Bitcoin is dead, Gala is Bitcoin. And I was like, dude, I'm with that, because I feel like I'm always on an island by myself, sometimes a long island, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like sometimes I'm like on an island by myself when I show love to Gala. Everybody just hates Gala. Every time I bring up Gala, they're like, Gala's garbage. I hate Gala. But I always show it love. I feel like Gala's got a good future ahead of it. Not financial advice, just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. But shout out to Thesis himself. Thank you for the super chat, bro. We got French Toaster. What is going on? Long time no see. We got Mike Govito. What is going on, man? Thank you for being here. We got Creighton C, as some of you guys call him, Crayon C. And then we got shout out to Crypto Pollo. We got to get out the farm animals for you, bro. Shout out to Crypto Pollo. We got a chicken and a goat, a Bitcoin chicken and a Bitcoin goat. Some people say Billy Goat. I don't know. I think that's Crypto Billy. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here, guys. Show our mods some love in the chat. They work overtime on Fridays because we got to do the giveaways. And somebody's got to keep this Wild Man Candles on track. So show them some love in the chat, guys. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts and try to figure out what this thing is going to do. So here we are, guys, right? Jumping on into the 4-hour time frame on XRP. I'm kidding, guys. I don't want to look at XRP right now, but now that this is up, I will say, guys, I have filmed. The reason this is up is because I just filmed our Sunday Sauce video, which may or may not be an XRP video. So I will give you guys this. There were 2 XRP videos we wanted to shoot today. Unfortunately, I was only able to get one of them done. So the Sunday Sauce video is going to be an XRP video. It's going to be one of the 2 that we decided to film. I'm not going to say which one it is, but the next video that we film, probably next Sunday Sauce, is going to be an XRP video as well. So if this Sunday Sauce's video was not the XRP video you wanted, it will be coming out next week. I wanted to put a little extra love into one of them, so we and I just didn't have the time, so we pushed it a little bit. But that Sunday Sauce video will be talking about XRP and how you might be able to learn from that video and how to make money trading XRP. So there we go, guys. But let's go ahead and jump on into Bitcoin, as this is the asset we're all here for. So obviously, guys, let me actually check something real quick. Let me just check out this chart super, super quick. Bada boom. Oh, we got hidden TA here. That's not what I wanted. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and jump on into the price action here, guys. Now, obviously, Bitcoin has not really done much since yesterday, right? Really kind of the big news this week was that we got to move out of our value area and then not instantly, but quickly got a reversal back down into these lower prices, tapping that POC where we got that nice little bounce. We were actually looking for trades down here in the premium Discord. I did not get the entry, but apparently some of them did. Sometimes I don't even catch the entry. I can't catch every single trade. But sometimes I don't catch them, and the Mafia catches them, which is that's a win for me, I guess, or a win for them. But a win for them is the win for me. If you guys win, I win. But anyway, we came down, tapped this POC, guys, before finally breaking back out of our volume profile, and now we are kind of just playing around in that same old range. Right here between, this is kind of our major or main range that I am looking at. The value area low is coming in at, let me see. What happened to our TA here? Bear with me, guys. It's coming over to the Bybit chart. Okay, yeah, we'll just take a look at this because it's cleaner. But your value area low, just keep in mind, guys, this chart is Bybit. This is a leverage exchange, so you can see this wick did come down, touch that POC, but on the Bitstamp or the spot exchanges, we did not come down and tap that level, which may or may not mean that we might be on our way to go tap that level again. But we're going to break that down in a second. But what are we doing now, guys, right? We are trying and attempting to pop out of this volume profile once again. And simply put here, guys, this is reminding me of a very, very, very similar situation that we've been in where our 4-hour money flow was coming out for a very long time with no real significant move to the downside, right? So, if we zoom out here, If we zoom out here, I want to come on over to some previous price action, and more specifically, where are we? Right about here, right? You guys will remember this point in the market where we had our money flow kind of looking similar to what our money flow looks like right now, where we had bearish divergences confirmed with price coming up, momentum waves coming down, money flow coming to the downside, right? Even crossing into the red, faking out back into the green, but even just over time, guys, we did have this money flow coming out, which is typically a pretty bearish bearish sign, just generally coming out with money flow, and your momentum was also coming out here as well, which could have been indicating a move to the downside, but then we wound up getting a little bit of a short squeeze here, shooting us up to that $31,000 level. And the reason I bring this up is because it is somewhat similar to what we are seeing right now with our money flow on the 4-hour, right? We have our confirmed bearish divergences, have our higher highs on our price action with our lower highs on our momentum waves, right? And you also have those lower highs on your money flow, right? So adding that kind of extra confluence that we look for to signify a potential significant top. Now, here's the thing, right? We are in a very similar situation to back here for more than one reason, right? We are in a screaming move to the upside, which is similar to back here. And we are also consolidating somewhat similarly as we were back here. And money flow and momentum waves on the 4-hour at least look exactly the same. So, you know, I am being a little bit careful because at that point in the market, you guys will remember it was pretty confusing trying to figure out if we were going to get that move to the downside or if we were going to get that short squeeze up. And we were actually able to spot that short squeeze using coinalyze.net, which is a free tool that you guys can use to spot these short squeezes. But, we spotted that short squeeze like the day before the pump, and that was the only thing that was keeping us out of really, really bad short positions. So we hadn't been looking at that short squeeze. The money flow and the momentum waves would have been calling for that move to the downside, and we would have gotten tricked, right? Now, money flow, especially on Market Cypher, is extremely accurate, but no indicator, no matter what you're using, is ever going to be 100% accurate. And looking at other things, such as monitoring the longs and the shorts, trying to figure out where people are going to get liquidated, you could try to foresee these short squeezes to stay out of those bad positions and capitalize on the short squeeze to the upside like we did in the past back here on that area of consolidation. We were literally, I was short, like up at all these highs, like shorting, looking for shorts, and then boom, we spotted the short squeeze, and we were able to capitalize on that move up, just saving us from holding those short positions too long. But I am being cautious in the same kind of regard here, guys, because, you know, there is no saying. Market Cypher B, in my opinion, right now, money flow is continuing out, which could potentially give us that bigger move to the downside. However, we are being careful because we are in that screaming move to the upside. Very, very bullish market could lead us to potentially come up to some higher prices, which I'm not going to focus on the key levels too much today, guys, only because the levels really haven't moved, right? If we come on to the Bitstamp chart where we've been looking at the resistance, you guys know we were looking for shorts up at this purple box, not only here, also here. More specifically, you know, we had 2 4-hour bearish divergences. You know, we had one right up here into that key level of resistance. Money flow and momentum was also coming out, letting you know that you were likely to cool off. You did, and then you came up, put in another drive of bearish divergence, and then you got another spill to the downside from this level of resistance. Now, what does this tell me? This actually does kind of point out the significance of this level, guys. Not only do we have the previous value area low, which you guys all know and are familiar with, but we also have this swing high up here, this big old wick, where we may have, you know, we talk about this a lot, guys. We may have a lot of stop losses sitting above this high within this purple box, which is what is making me cautious of a potential move up to these areas to potentially sweep these highs. And, you know, we would have to assess the situation when we get this push to the upside, or if we get the push to the upside, we'd have to assess the situation to figure out if we're going to get the rejection here or not. We have specific confirmations that I am looking for to go short here, and I am simply waiting for my levels, right? We're going to talk about that in a second on another coin, but simply going to be seeing as we try to flip this value area high to support to see if we can get that move up into this purple box, in which case I will be very careful of a potential liquidation event happening up here, stopping out all the shorts. And oftentimes when you get that, you can get a move to the downside. So, and then on top of that, you know, not only is the market attracted to the potential liquidity that we have sitting above there, let me go ahead and pull that short position tool just to kind of visualize this for you guys. Not only do we likely have a lot of short positions up here, and this is kind of the theory that I would use to see if this is a you know, good short to take, right? So you make the high, you get the rejection from your key level of resistance, right? Again, you have the 4-hour bearish divergence. You know, there were reasons to go scalp short there. However, not the confirmations I was looking for the bigger short position that I was looking for. And you could see that was somewhat of a good call, right? Because we came down and then we came right back up to that level. whether we come back up here or not, we'll figure out if that decision not to go short here was a good idea or not in the long run. We'll have to see. If we get another run and we get my confirmations up here and I get to go short, then this was great that I stayed out of these positions. I could have scalped them, but I'm looking for the bigger trade right now. So, we could have a lot of people short from up at, not only above this high, but also now people above this high. Right? So you have to imagine, guys, we talk about this a lot, right? You're probably going to have a lot of stop losses above, within this purple box, because if people are short here, their stop loss is either going just right above the wick or they're sticking it somewhere above one of these levels where I believe we have a golden pocket and, more importantly, a naked point of control. And what do we talk about, guys? All the time, when we look at the liquidation heat maps, let me pull this up real quick. When we look at the liquidation heat maps, now there's nothing really specific that I'm looking at here. I just want to kind of use this as an example, right? When we're looking at these heat maps, guys, we can identify where there are a lot of liquidation levels and likely a lot of stop losses. Now, we always talk about there's multiple ways you can use these levels, right? You can use them as profit targets. You can use them as support and resistance levels. You can use them to look for swing failure patterns. You could use them in so many different ways. Basically what this does is it kind of lets you know where a lot of people are likely to get liquidated. And you have to remember that chances are, and we were talking about this as we were in this kind of more macro range on Bitcoin, letting everybody know that, there's likely a lot of liquidity sitting up here from people who were shorting the top of this range and the top of this range. Likely these people were stopped out on this run on liquidity, but, we likely had a lot of stop losses and liquidations up here, and that's represented by these yellow bars. Just a real quick teaser here, guys. We may or may not, at some point soon, be getting a fire deal for you guys to get access to these high block capital heat maps and the whole suite of tools that they have. We are in talks with them, but if you guys are interested in learning about these before having to pay for something, you could check out CoinGlass. They do have a liquidation heat map as well, which I don't use myself, but I've heard it's very good from some pretty reputable people. So basically, guys, we are looking for these liquidation levels, and not only are these levels where people are going to get liquidated, but oftentimes you guys want to remember, price is attracted to the liquidity, aka liquidations or stop losses in the market, right? Just money sitting in the market. So price is attracted to these levels. So we have to take that into consideration where, not only do we have all of these stop losses, aka liquidity, right, sitting in this purple box, but on top of that, right at the top of the purple box, guys, we also have this monthly naked point of control, which also acts as a magnet for price and a key level of resistance. So kind of the bullish case here for me, guys, is maybe we wind up riding back up here and we wind up pushing back up. This is what I prefer. I'm not saying that I necessarily believe this is the likely case, but what I would really prefer to see happen here is see price to come up, sweep these highs, push into this purple box, and start rejecting this naked monthly point of control. And that would be kind of where I would be looking to get a more significant move to the downside if I can get my bearish confirmations at these highs. So many reasons to potentially look for a push to the upside here, guys, just because of, not only the liquidity theory, but just understanding that you also have this magnet, the naked monthly point of control, sitting up here at about, for anybody listening and not watching, this is coming in at $39,000, almost even, right? So, you also have that psychological level where a lot of people probably have limit orders ready to sell, which could potentially add to that, the power of the rejection of this level, right? And let me go ahead and see if we pull up Bitcoin. I'm just checking on the. I am checking another heat map here. I just want to see 39K. Yeah, 39. It does actually look like more of the limit orders are higher, getting closer to about $39,500, which at that point, you could start keeping your eye on 40K, or start keeping your eye on 40K, and then maybe you hit that 39.5 level, wick up to the 40K before getting your big rejection. But I do think, guys, although I am bullish on this market, and I do think that we are likely to see higher prices, at least as of right now, based off of what money flow looks like at the moment on the higher time frames, I do think we could potentially continue up here, but we are starting to come up to some pretty significant resistance, right? And simply put here, guys, looking at this kind of zoomed out, more macro view of the market, you can see here, right? Like, we have this area of consolidation or this volume profile, and I want to talk to you guys, but this is kind of what I wanted to talk about, right? Because we're in a very similar situation that we were in right in this area here, where we are knocking on a previous value area, and I will go ahead and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about in a second, but I want you guys to think of this as a range, right? And, again, speaking of liquidity, guys, This is what we're looking for. We are looking for potential, right? We have this range down here. What do you think people were doing here? Well, I'll tell you what I was doing, because right here happened to be where we printed that weekly blood diamond, I believe, if I remember correctly. And here's the thing, guys, right? Just like we are, trading the ranges like we do right now, we were doing this back in the day as well. So every time price came up to this resistance level, we were likely looking for shorts along with a whole lot of other traders. So there likely is a lot of liquidity sitting above this range right now. Why is this significant? Well, not only is this a range high where we would be looking for potential, people going short to get stopped out, but we also have the macro golden pocket just above that level at 48 to 50K. So I want you guys to think about this. If we come up, right, let's say we do come up to the higher prices, which I do think we are very likely to get these higher prices visited at some point. The real question really remains, are we going to get a significant pullback before we wind up attacking these levels? And the simple answer, guys, is we don't know. Nobody knows. But what we can do is best prepare ourselves, whether price pumps or dumps, so we can take advantage no matter what happens, right? As traders, that is kind of the benefit of what we do. But we are simply just knocking on the door here to the value area low of this range. Right now, what does that mean? That means that not only would this be a potential significant level of resistance, and I'll show you how this played out back here with these rejections, but not only could this be significant resistance, which is kind of why we're in a danger zone, because we're hitting key resistance here, guys, with bearish confirmations on some pretty key time frames, right? Not only did we get the 4-hour bearish divergence into that key level of resistance, let me zoom out a bit, right? Not only did we get the bearish divergence into that key level with our money flow coming out, pretty bearish look, to be honest, right? But you come up to the daily, and we've also put a daily bearish divergence into this with money flow technically slightly trending to the downside. Also a pretty macro bearish signal. So this is where I would expect some kind of a potential, bigger correction to come in. But the danger here is that what do we call these value area lows? When you come up and test a previous value area low, guys, what is this? I always label these the doorway to higher prices, right? So sometimes when if we get above here and we're able to sustain support, we could begin our journey up to a lot of these key levels, because once you hold that value area low as support, it is more likely than not that you're going to come up to the POC of the range sitting right here at 39K in confluence with that naked monthly point of control. And well, that is the naked monthly point of control. But anyway, and once you're above that POC, you're looking to hit 40K and potentially the value area high at 44K. And then at that point, what are we looking at? A potential wick above the range, a deviation above the range like we would look at on a normal volume profile on any other time frame, where we look for shorts, right? If you're looking at this as a typical volume profile, you get above, bounce up to the high of the range, deviate with bearish divergences, especially if you tap that golden pocket. This could be where you could look for bigger short positions, because again, there's likely a lot of liquidity above these highs. And when you're already looking at a key level that has been there forever, being this macro golden pocket between 48 and 50K, like, guys, this is beautiful confluence, because, there's probably all these stop losses. A lot of people who may still be short, those people who caught that God short from the top, well, almost the top, right? They probably have their stop losses somewhere above this range, right? And it could be getting very close to this golden pocket, or maybe even above these swing highs. So you just, when you're looking at the market, you want to try to figure out, like, where is the most pain going to get caused? Where are the most people going to get wrecked? And again, it's that liquidity in the market that attracts the price. And it's not that simple, right? It's not like if you just know there's traders up there with stop losses, you're not guaranteed to just shoot up to that level, right? It's much more complex than that. But this is how you want to, or not that you have to look at the market this way, but this is how I kind of get a top-down view of the market, by using the heat maps, the volume profiles, and just understanding liquidity theory, right? So there you go. So that's kind of why we're in a sticky situation here, guys, because in my opinion, there are a lot of confirmations into this key level of resistance to look for a short position. But, my brain just kind of, I have something pecking at the back of my brain being like, hey, remember last time you had all those bearish divergences into a key level of resistance, and I'm going to show you that right now, right? So let's come on over to the, let's see, let me go ahead and hide some of this stuff. I'll go hide this. Let's go ahead and actually, you know what? I'll just pull it up on a fresh chart here, right? Because I want to show you guys, it's a very, very similar situation, and this is how we're going to try to predict what's going to happen next. So right here when we got the rejection here where we had that short squeeze to the upside, and then we came up and rejected this level again. What was this resistance? It was about 30K, and you guys will remember that like 28.8K was also a very key level because, like, why was that a key level? Because, actually, let me see if I can pull it up on here. That was a key level because, let's go ahead and hide this macro and then pull up the, where is it? Where is it? I labeled it on purpose so I wouldn't lose it, guys, and it looks like I lost it. Bear with me. I believe it's on the Bitstamp chart. Let's see. I might just have to pull this stuff. Yeah, I might have to pull it. Yeah, I'll have to pull it fresh. But you can see here, right, really what it is from this range back here. We had a value area low, right? And that was the situation I was just talking to you guys right here about that short squeeze, right? We came up, we banged banged our head right on that value area low, right? Expecting strong resistance, but it was also dangerous here because we knew that if you broke above, you could flip that value area low to support and go right up to the value area high, which is what wound up happening. And again, if we did not spot that short squeeze, we would have been saying, well, hey, we got 4-hour bear divs here, right? We got 4-hour bear divs, money flow coming out, right? Lower highs, higher highs, money flow coming out. You probably had some other macro signals as well. I mean, I'll try to spot them real quick for you guys right now. Let's see. You actually had a daily bear div into this level as well, right? You had higher highs on your price action here into the key level of resistance, lower highs on your momentum waves here. So, many reasons, and to be honest, pretty good reasons to look for shorts up here, but you just wound up getting squeezed to the upside, and that is simply just the danger that you run when you are tapping up against one of these value area lows. Guys, this is the sauce. This is the sauce. This is what you need to be looking at, right? So, we are now in that very, very similar situation where we are knocking on a value area low, and if we get accepted in, we could be careful of a move to the value area high, and if we come back up to our current price action, simply put here, guys, like I know this purple box kind of throws people off, but we're just knocking on our door to this new value area low, which could be that doorway to higher prices. If we flip it, we could shoot up to that high just like we did back here. So I am being very careful because this is just a beautiful example of how you had the bearish signals, at this point, but you still got the pump to the upside. So I'm handling this very, very similarly. Let me go ahead and hide the rest of this stuff. Bada boom and bada bing, and then we'll pop up here. And there we go. But there you go, guys. That is, those are the next key levels that we're looking at, and it's for a reason, right? And not only the key levels that we're looking at, but really the reason that I'm being careful here, right? Like, I wish I could come up here and just be like, guys, it's probably just going to go down. But you just have to be careful, right? Like, this market is not a bet your life on just one direction. It needs to be an if this, then that statement. And even if you are short from here or looking to go short once we come up here, if you get into a position, keep in mind that that value area low is going to be your key level. Let me pull it up. I don't know why all of this stuff has moved around, guys. Very frustrating. But if you do come up here and you're short from here, or even if you want to go short, if we come take those highs and you're looking for that push up before you're short, just understand that if you're short from, say, the monthly naked point of control, when you come down to this value area low at, let's see, $37,650, this is going to be an extremely key level to watch, because if you start holding this level as support, you may be able to make your way up to the next key level within your value area, right? Which, again, those next key levels are 39, 40, and potentially value area high at 44K. My gut, guys, to be quite honest with you, I would feel like I would like to maybe just come sweep the local levels here, get a bigger correction, and then come back in to tap these higher levels, target some of these naked points of control closer to 41K. But remember, anything can happen in this market, and we could squeeze. So just be careful, right? Taking a look at the daily time frame, VWAP getting rejected at the 0 line. So we'll roll back up at some point, guys. So you got to be careful, right? 2-day green dot. If this VWAP continues up, this is another thing you can look for, right? Because remember, money flow is locked and loaded, right? Money flow is a fresh crossover into the green. This is indicating that the trend is likely to continue to the upside. So you can keep an eye on this 2-day green dot as well. And then you start getting up to the higher time frames. And this is where the real confusion starts to happen, because you got a 6-day red dot. You got a 5-day red dot printing. So it's like, guys, it's kind of like a coin toss here, right? Because as far as I'm concerned on the indicators, very, 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 very somewhat mixed signals, right? But we are getting a fresh green dot locally, so I do think if we are going to push up and take these highs, guys, I think this 4-hour green dot may be the thing to do it. Is maybe where we see the bigger moves start to happen. But there's a reason why. It's not just because we have a nice little green dot here. Notice that this momentum wave is below our negative 60 line, right? That is an anchor wave. And then you have somewhat of a trigger wave here. And oftentimes when you have this, especially something like this where you're starting to break out of a value area, sometimes you can see these anchor trigger waves. This is basic market cipher strategy where you will see the bigger move to the upside on these trigger waves. So on top of that, come down to the 15-minute time frame. What do we always look for here, guys? We look for those 15-minute money flow crossovers into the green at the same time as those 4-hour green dots are printing. And you can see we have our money flow crossover right here coming on back to the 4-hour right on this 4-hour green dot. So if we see that money flow on the 15-minute continue to come up, we could wind up seeing a little bit of a bigger move to the upside. And you did put a nice higher low in here. Let's pull our fibs from the low. I'm going to pull it to this high. You did put in a nice local 15-minute bullish divergence here into your golden pocket. Very slight, right? Very slight, but that could have been a nice little bottom to then get the money flow crossover, the green dot, and a potential push to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at locally, guys. And another way that we can try to, kind of just view. Another way we could kind of just look at this price action is what I would do is I would hide this range and pull the local range, right? I've been pulling my local range from the top. Not where I just pulled it from. From the top right here, basically, of our downtrend, right? So I would pull it basically from here all the way to our, come on, where we at? There we go. Pull it from here to there, right? So you can see we are now actually breaking into a local volume profile, right? So this is another reason why you could potentially expect to come up towards that value area high and potentially deviate to go take those highs. And then at that point, it's a volume profile trade, right? Because you're going to come up to your value area high, deviate. This is an overbought asset. If you get your confirmations, you can look for the short back down to your value area low. Now, that is basically how I am treating this price action right now, guys, because you got to look at the market in a few different ways here because there are some mixed signals. But there is one more key level that I want to talk to you guys about before I not let you guys go, but before we move on to the rest of the stream. There is one more key level here, guys. And to look at this, I'm actually going to pull up the VPVR, or the visible range volume profile, as some of you guys call it. But it's a VPVR, not a VRVP. As long as you don't call it VRVP, I think we're on good terms. But if you call it a VPV, it's a VPVR, not a VRVP, even though I pronounce it wrong. I say it wrong. It's really VRVP, but VPVR sounds better. Just go with it, guys. Anyway, the key level that I want you guys to keep an eye on is essentially going to be, let me actually turn off these levels real quick. Value area low, value area high, POC. And guys, you really do not want to lose this next real key level. Like, let's say whether we take these highs or not, right, or we just come back and get accepted into the range. If we can't decisively get above this range, POC is very likely to get visited. And if we get below that POC, this is the next key level. Your value area low of your medium-term range. Why is this such an important level? Well, not only is it a value area low, but you can see it is also where your high-volume node completely falls off into oblivion, into this giant black hole of a volume gap. And this is oftentimes where you see price start to really take moves to the downside very quickly through these low-volume gaps. So that makes this level very important. You do not want to lose this level, guys, because if you lose this level, you may be getting a very, very quick move down to our next key target, which would be the single prints between about 32.5 and the golden pocket at about 31.7. With your 786, with your 786 down here at 30,871. And to be quite honest with you guys, the way this volume gap is looking, it kind of makes me think that we may not respect these single prints or golden pocket, and we may just go for that straight 786 test just because there's not that much volume sitting here at these single prints, which is very typical for the single prints, but the golden pocket as well. We have this little spike in volume, but I do think that, just because of this volume gap, it may be more likely to, maybe get a local bounce off the golden pocket, but that 786 may be likely to get visited again, sitting at about $30,800. So that is probably going to be one of the more key levels. Sorry, guys, I'm looking off screen here to test something. Yeah, we also have a naked point of control sitting at about 30,700, which would also make this somewhat of a very, very, very key level to watch. So I would actually go ahead and mark out. This little high volume node here, because that is likely about 30,700, right about here. There is a naked point of control, so I'll actually make this more of a range, because if you come down here, that is going to be a significant place to look for a bounce. So there you go, guys. Those are the key levels I'm looking at. More specifically, that value area low coming in at $33,560. Obviously, going to be looking for longs down here, as we typically do at value area lows. However, if we start losing it, you got to watch that volume gap. But now you guys got the key levels and what I'm looking at and expecting here coming up in the near future. So there you guys go. I know, sorry, I did not mean, I did not mean to ignore the super chats. I just spotted one from our friends over at Sin City Crypto. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for dropping by. And I don't know what I just walked in on in chat here, guys. Why couldn't Barbie get pregnant? Is this like a joke? I don't know, Sin City. Hopefully this is a joke, or I just look like a clown right now. But shout out to Sin City Crypto, guys. Thank you so much for that super chat. You guys are awesome. I was in their chat earlier showing some love. I love your show. They say, because Ken came in another box. They do come in separate boxes, guys. They do come in separate boxes. I believe Ken's box is blue. Barbie's box is a different color. Oh my God, I walked right into that. I didn't even mean to make that joke. Oh God, shout out to Sin City Crypto. You guys are too funny, man. Thank you for the super chats, and thank you for the laugh. Our live streams have been getting pretty unintentionally dirty. We had a little bit of a mishap with our with the English language yesterday, trying to talk about the snug fit of this Aztecian Cactus Moss Water koozie. And I won't repeat what was going on, but it got pretty dirty pretty quickly. But shout out to Sin City Crypto, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. Show your love to Sin City, guys. Go check out their channel. They have an amazing show and some of the highest production quality, which I definitely can appreciate. So shout out to them. Hopefully I can get you guys on the show soon, or vice versa. As always, we love to have you guys on the show. But let's go ahead and continue on. Mystic Ruin said, rumor says it was a tight fit. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh yeah, it's a tight fit. It's a tight fit. But let's go ahead and continue on. Let me go ahead and actually cover these super chats really quickly, guys. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. The super chats were flying, but I wanted to get this key TA out on Bitcoin so we can have a little bit more fun with the alts and then get into those giveaways. And then I'll release you guys to go have a fun weekend, or hopefully a fun weekend. But shout out to Thesis himself. He said, Gala is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is dead. Period. Hashtag Gala Gang. Shout out to Thesis himself. Thank you for that super chat, bro. And I like Gala. I really do. I've seen Gala games in real life being played. I've never played them myself, but I have seen them at conferences, people playing the games. They have actual games in development. I think very many. They're actually doing stuff. They worked through this whole bear market. They are building, and I'm actually pretty bullish on Gala, if I'm being honest. It's not like my top pick, but I do think they're going to do well. A lot of people don't like the tokenomics, but another thing people don't understand is that can technically change, right? But shout out to Thesis himself. It's me and you, bro. We're Gala bros. Let's go. But shout out to Retro Mike. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, we're auctioning off Crayon LFG. Dave, don't outbid me. All right, I'm in on that bid. I will take Creighton. I would take Creighton for any amount of money. I would take any of you guys for any amount of money. Shout out to Retro Mike, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. And if you want to put your bid in to get Creighton C, go ahead and drop it in the chat right now. And I better not see anything under $1 million for Creighton C. But anyway, shout out to Lee. What is going on, Lee? Thank you for that $10 super chat, bro. You're the man. I appreciate you so much. He says, yo, Frankie, how's it going? Since it's the season, could we get a Jesus Coin update? Sure. Yeah, we can take a look at Jesus Coin. Mods, if we could throw that on the list, I will go ahead and take a look at that. No problemo, bro. I got you. And then we got Thesis again dropping another super chat. Said, I dropped my Gala entry at 0.013 in the Mafia Discord along with .ADA Engine and Ape. If you're not in the Discord, treat yourself to the free alpha and the free money. Shout out to Thesis himself, bro. Let's go. Those are some savage calls. Shout out to Thesis himself. Not to be confused with, I don't know. I tried to make a joke. That was bad. Shout out to Thesis. Creighton C with the super chat. Oh my God, guys, what's with the super chat? So many super chats. Hey, handsome, come here often? I don't know, Creighton. I'm just here to bid on some. Stuff, and hopefully I could take. Hopefully I can get my own crayons. Shout out to Creighton C. You're funny, bro. Let's see. Bro, $20 super chat, Creighton. You're the man, dude. You guys. Chat. I'll read the free chats, guys. But you're the best, guys. $20 super chats. You guys are insane. Dave Digital, thank you for the super chat, bro. He says, can you make it short? Want to mow the grass before dark? Dave, it's going to be a 3.5 hour live stream. So that is kind of short, right? Compared to our live streams that we do here recently, that's pretty short. Shout out to Dave Digital. No, I'm kidding. I think that it is a kind of like a strategy video, so it'll probably be like between maybe 10 and 15 minutes. I'll try to make it short for you, Dave. I would have shouted you out if I read that before I recorded. But, yeah, it'll be pretty quick. Shout out to Dave Digital. RC Moore said, thoughts on Caspa. TA on it, please. Caspa will definitely be on the list as it's going ballistic. So, yeah, we will definitely take a look at Caspa, no problem. And Creighton with another super chat said, I don't know why couldn't Barbie get pregnant? I feel like this is a Ken joke. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And Creighton, I just walked right into that one, but it was pretty good. It was a pretty good joke. So shout out to Creighton. And then Sin City with the punchline of the joke. You guys that's a good joke, honestly. That is, I feel like I've heard every joke like that. I've never heard that one. Shout out to Crypto Billy, sending those super chats, bro. Thank you so much. He says, I always appreciate Frankie appreciating others who appreciate him. Hashtag find your people. Hashtag Frankie Candles University. Hashtag givers gain. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Show Billy some love in the chat, guys. And Dave Digital with another super chat saying 0.23 is my bid. And is that 0.23 Bitcoin? It must be. Because I know it's not 23 cents, Dave Digital. Creighton's worth more than that. Shout out to Dave. But guys, let's go ahead and spam your altcoins in the chat if you want me to take a look at them. I'm going to go ahead and start off with Ethereum, or Ethereum as your grandmother might call it. And guys, Ethereum is simply doing what we told it to. So let's go ahead and jump on in. I actually was kind of excited to look at this, guys. So yesterday, as you guys know, I don't really, here's the thing. We came down, like, what were we looking at on Ethereum? I swear, guys, I may just trade Ethereum. Like, forget Bitcoin. For whatever reason, I have a connection with Ethereum. And if you guys were in the live stream last night, you would have gotten this free info or this free sauce. And this free sauce was pretty dang good. So we were looking for a potential, right? Why were we looking down to this level? Number one, we knew, let me zoom out a little bit here. We're going to have to clean up this chart because all these levels are relevant, but it is a little bit messy. I might separate these ranges, but obviously, guys, we got our move through all these volume profiles, and then we shot through this volume gap, hit our next key level, and then got a big correction. Now, what we were looking at most recently on Ethereum was if we lost this blue box between $2,032 and $2,000 even, we were going to be looking for a move down to some very specific levels, and they were sitting right down here at our golden pocket, value area high, and our naked daily point of control. And we were talking about, not only was I looking for a bounce here, we actually even talked about kind of what I would be willing to look at or what I'd be looking at to be willing to take the trade, right? Saying if we came down into this blue box and we started putting bullish divergences in on the 1 hour time frame, which we did not get, right? But what we were saying was, hey, if we can get a move down into our blue box here, let me hide the trade, come down here into this blue box and put in bullish divergences on the 1 hour, which you could see did not happen because we made a lower low here, not a higher low. But if you come on up to some of the higher time frames, you could see 2 hour did indeed put that bullish divergence in right at that key level. And if you come up to the 3 and the 4 hour, you have some pretty nice bullish divergences printing here as well. And this is why we were saying, hey, might be a good place to be looking for a potential scalp long. Now, not a moonshot long, not a moon to 10K for Ethereum, but a scalp long, right? Why a scalp long? Well, honestly, because look at money flow in the 4 hour. Straight up coming down, looking across over the zero line, and potentially cross into the red and continue lower, right? So this would indicate that the trend down is likely to continue, right? Now, that doesn't mean that you can't take advantage of these scalps. And I'll be honest with you guys, I think probably this value area high is a little bit too bullish of a target, because you really want to be careful of, obviously you want to be taking partial profits here if anybody is in a position like this. Obviously not based off what I said on the live stream last night, because you guys aren't supposed to just do what other people say. I want to be clear about that. Not financial advice, but if you were looking at the same thing and you were in this exact trade, just know that it wouldn't be a horrible idea to take some profit at about $2,000, right? Because if you do wind up getting up here, you do have that resistance level. And honestly, let's see if that is in confluence with your local golden pocket. It likely is. So not in line with the $2,000 level, but your golden pocket is in line with your level right here, which is the value area low at $2,030. So at this point, guys, I'm going to get rid of this support level, and I'm actually going to redraw this as support, because if we continue up, we need to be careful of this zone for rejection, right? Because your 786 is in perfect confluence with your POC, right? POC is perfect confluence with the 786. So I'll actually go ahead and turn that purple for resistance, right? And then you have this golden pocket value area low also in pretty good confluence. So you're going to want to be watching these levels as well. And if you continue up here, I would be looking to potentially take profit. If you're able to make it up to these levels, look to take profit, because this might be a good zone to come up, put in a lower high, and then continue your downtrend to the lower prices, right? Based off your money flow crossing over into the red, right? That's why we're expecting the downtrend to continue. And then your next target, whether you could catch a short from up there or not, we would have to depend on if you got confirmations at that level. But if you did and you were able to go short, I would say that if you are going to just come up here, put in a lower high and continue to the downside, it would be very likely that if you break this value area high, you're likely going to come down to that POC of the range in perfect confluence with that 786 retracement. And then at that point, if money flow is in the red and looking to come back up, that might be where you can look for a bigger long position to break the previous highs that we made up here at 2132. So there you go. That is basically what I would be looking at. But I just want to be clear, understanding if you can get a big shot off this POC is you can't tell that yet. You have to wait till you get down to the level. Let price action play out, let the momentums reset themselves, and then assess the situation when you get down there. But I'm just saying, if you do come up, put the lower high in, I think it is going to be likely that you test that previous POC. And just like on Bitcoin, guys, remember, sometimes when you break out of a value area high, sometimes you like to come back in, test that POC before getting the big breakout. And you saw that happen right here on Bitcoin. On the Bybit chart, obviously, if you go ahead and let me just go ahead and remove all the drawings, grab our range, and if you pull your range right here, you could see, right, before we came down, tested that POC, final breakout, right? And then we'll see if we come up higher or not. But, that's why it is going to, just similarly, like when you go to break out of these value areas, oftentimes you come test that POC, and it is looking very similar on Ethereum, especially because your 786 would make that full retracement before looking for that bounce. And then obviously your value area low is going to be another key level of resistance, support. And honestly, yeah, this is going to be a key level. If we get back into this range, this is going to be a very key level if we can come down there. And I want to talk a little bit about this level here, guys. 1850, and you will know, right, down at 1818, we have had a key level down here for quite some time. You will remember down here at 1818, I'll just put the line. We were looking at this back here saying if we lose 1818, we may be able to get a much bigger move to the downside because, and really what I wanted to look at here is if we pull up the heat maps again, right, come to Ethereum, I believe, let me see, ETH, boom, that is ETH, no, there we go. If we come on down to the Ethereum heat map, I don't know, is it on this heat map? It may be. Let me pull up the 7-day. No, it might have been on the other heat map. But we do have some. I'm not going to spend the time going into it too much, guys, because I don't want to waste the time looking for this, finding the exchange that I was seeing it on. I will take a slight look here. Yeah, the 1818 is still a key level, guys. I would definitely keep an eye on 1818 as well. And I guess if we pulled this local range, I bet you that is probably an incorporated level. Yeah, your POC and your value area high are right on that level. So, I would probably watch this as a significant area of support as well. But really, guys, you're really looking at the main value area levels, right? Your value area high, POC, and value area low, especially because that POC is in conflict with your 786. But other than that, guys, I mean, the 4-hour money flow is calling for more downside. You do have the bull div, right? So I do think you could come up from here, which is good for anybody who saw that information on the live stream last night. But I think you could come up, but it's going to be very likely that it's going to be a lackluster move and then get a move back to the downside. No guarantees, but, just oftentimes when you see this popping up on the chart, that is likely what happens. So there you go, guys. Ethereum just coming right down to our key level, getting the bounce. We don't oftentimes put these trade setups on the free live streams, but I just was feeling I wanted to just share some more in-depth stuff with you guys on the live stream last night. So there it is, and it wound up playing out at least a little bit. So and here's the thing, just for anybody who may be looking at that position or in a position like that or anything, I do want to be caution you guys that just understand, with this fresh bull div on the 4-hour, very likely that we push above this. But I do just want to warn you guys, this would have right here been a pretty decent area to take profit at, right? Because it's a local. It's more of it's much more of a local fib pull. But sometimes you can reject these levels, so not a bad place to take some profit in case we get a bigger rejection here. But with that 4-hour bull div, I do think it's probably more likely to come up and test more of these key levels of resistance, right? So there you go, guys. There's a little bit of Ethereum sauce or Erythrium sauce, as you guys would call it. Let me go ahead and pop a little bit of Aztecian cactus moss water. Sorry, guys, I have a lisp when I say that. Erythrium. Yeah, shout out as my toothless Ethereum, as my toothless grandpa would say. Shout out to Black Sales. Let's go. Jessica, our female CandleMafia representative in the chat. What is going on, Jessica? Good to see you. Let's see. Okay, so do we have our altcoins counted up? Let's check it. Let's see. Oh, I saw it. Did anybody spam alts? Did nobody call for alts? Oh, yeah, I guess people spammed alts. Okay. All right, so let's check it. I just saw the list. I just saw that list. Oh, I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Thank you, Rob the Crypto Snob. And I think I pinned the wrong message. Shout out to PHX. Said smash that like button. I did not mean to pin that. Let me get the thing I was actually meaning to pin. But, guys, speaking of smashing that like button, don't forget, smash that like button. If we get 550 likes on tonight's stream, I'll give away, I don't know how many more, but we got a lot of koozies. I'll give away some more koozies, and I'll give away another Frankie Candles hat. And we are, I believe, about to get another iteration of the Frankie Candles hats. I don't know. It might have to do with embroidery. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe no patch. Maybe just embroidered. Maybe black and white. I don't know. Classic C-Mob. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue on. XRP. We will be taking. Actually, I'm going to take a look at XRP first. I believe it was it on the list. It's on the list. So, but I am going to move these around a little bit. First off, I want to take a look at XRP. So let's go ahead and pull up the Binance. Actually, no. We'll pull up this level. Okay. So here we are, guys. All right. So, okay. So I'll just say it here, right? On Sunday, guys, I did release, as you guys know, there were 2 XRP videos I wanted to make, but unfortunately, I want to put a little more work into the long-term price prediction. And basically what I want to do, if you guys are familiar with our moon math videos, where we basically just talk about certain scenarios, basically if this, then that, right? Like, well, let's see. Is it possible for this coin to get to this market cap? Well, if it was or is it possible for this coin to get to this price? Well, if it was at this price, it would be this market cap, et cetera, et cetera. If you put this much money, this is how much you would need to be a millionaire. If you guys like those videos, I'm going to do one of those on XRP, but what I'm going to do is those moon math videos are never price prediction videos. They're just fun videos that talk about how much of a coin you would have to own to potentially become a millionaire at certain price targets that are hit, right? We're not saying that they're going to hit those price targets. We're just saying if it hits $10, you're going to make this much money. Just kind of a fun speculative thing, right? But for this XRP video, it's going to be kind of a mashup. It's going to be a little bit of those those stand-up videos where I'm talking about a little bit about the project. We'll talk a little bit about market caps and stuff like that. And then at the end of that video, I'm going to jump into the charts and we're going to swap over to the studio or the live stream studio to to look at the actual chart so I could pull literal technical targets, right? So we're going to look at flipping certain market caps of certain coins, like what if XRP flips Ethereum, et cetera, et cetera. Is that even possible? All that good stuff. And then at the end, we're going to come up with those price targets that are actual, realistic predictions, not just what'll make you a millionaire. And then I'm going to jump onto the charts and put some real technical confluence behind it and kind of dissect the chart and be like, okay, we said maybe it could get to X dollars, right? Let's look at the chart and see if there's anything calling that we could maybe get up to that level. So it's going to be a really saucy video, but it's going to be next weekend. This Sunday, guys, I did an XRP trade breakdown. This might be one of the sauciest videos I've ever dropped on the YouTube channel. I break down why I don't enter willy-nilly trades and I wait for the bigger, higher probability positions. And it has a lot to do with the short that I did not take from this high because we didn't hit our key level or see the confirmations. And then we wound up magically, right? Just magically, we did come up and tap that level and I was able to grab that short, which is up pretty nice at this point. We got it up almost $1,300. Hopefully you guys can see that. Almost $1,300, guys. I only had $261 in this trade, and we turned this into over $800 in less than 15 minutes. Specifically, it was exactly 14 minutes, right? And then I held it because I knew we were going to likely come down a little bit lower, and then I woke up this morning and it was up like $1,600. But we break down exactly what I was looking at on that trade, not only what I was looking at to get the rejection, but also what I was looking at to enter the trade. I didn't show all the confirmations, but a decent, like, standard way to enter that type of trading strategy that I was using. And then I also talk about how I was using 50x leverage almost and why that was not a gamble. This is a 50x leverage trade, but I want to talk about why I was able to take this safely and not as a gamble. And there's very specific reasons. So it's a super saucy video. So check that out on Sunday, guys. But I am still holding this XRP trade short from up on these highs after we tap this level. But where are we likely to be headed next? Now, here's the thing, guys. I may be looking for something very similar on XRP that we were looking at on Ethereum, right? We saw Ethereum go from one value area, right? Fill the whole range, come up to the high, break out through a low volume gap between value areas, which is this dead space right here. Ethereum flew through that low volume gap, bounced its head, right? And then broke up into the range. And now we've lost that range and come down to test the high of the previous range. And that was a key level we were looking at for a bounce. And it looks like XRP may be setting up for the same thing, potentially on its way to 55 to 56 cents to revisit this previous value area high coming in right here, right? So I'm actually going to get rid of this blue box. I'm actually going to just go ahead and move it down like that. And then I will label this previous value area high. So this could be that next target for XRP, right? If we get stuck. Now, you want to be careful here, right? Because we're kind of in a pickle. Because, I'll tell you why in a second, but not only have we are losing the value area low, right? This was the key level that we had to stay above to open up the door to the higher prices where we were looking for the golden pocket / TPOC and potentially the actual point of control of the range at 83 cents. However, we have now broken below that level, tested it as resistance, and we are starting to get stuck below this blue box. Now, a little too soon for me to just throw in the towel and go giga short on XRP. I already am short. I'm in like giga profits with not giga margin. It's like $261 up over 1,000. But I'm not looking maybe yet to be just straight nuking this to zero, shorting this to zero, right? And I'll tell you exactly why in a second, but let's assume, I want to go over the bearish case first. Let's say we broke that value area low, tested it once, we test it twice, can't get back above it. If we can't claim it, I will be looking for a quicker move down here to our previous value area high, coming in at 54 to 55 cents. And I don't know. You guys want to look at the heat map live? I don't want to like spend too much time like digging around with things. I kind of just want to give you guys the the key levels and the things that you guys need to keep an eye on, and then you guys can investigate the heat maps yourself. But what I want to do here is I want to come down to 54 to 55 cents and see if there's any kind of significant liquidation level sitting there. And you could see 55 cents, I mean, sure, it's not a complete void in liquidity, but there's actually a much bigger key level or an area where there are much more liquidations that the market might wind up going for, and it's coming right here on this hot yellow block of liquidations sitting at about 50 cents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over to TradingView, and we're going to take a look at 50 cents. Now, if 50 cents is something like a key golden pocket or a value area low or a point of control or a naked point of control, this could make that a very, very strong level to be looking for a trade off of. And if you come on down, you zoom in and you come on to our old range. Well, the value area high is at 54 cents. We just saw that the heat map didn't have much there. It doesn't mean that we're definitely not going to respect the level, but that hotter level, guys, was at about 50 cents, and more specifically at about 0.5025, right, to be really specific. And look where the point of control of our previous range is. It's sitting right at 50.50, and I would actually argue if you readjusted this more accurately, yeah, like 50.41. But let's zoom in. We'll try to get it. Yeah, there you go, 50.40, right? So that is definitely an area that you would want to look at. And again, just like I talked about how Bitcoin yeeted down to that previous POC to test it as support before blasting back off. I don't want to say blasting back off, but before getting another significant pump, we could see, right, we left the value area. We're getting rejected. And just like we're looking at the same thing on Ethereum, if you don't respect this value area high, this is really the saucier level, not only because we know that we have the liquidity down there, but we also have the point of control of this more macro range. So two very, very, very next key targets for XRP if we come down there. I'll tell you this. If we come down to 54, 55 cents, I'm probably going to be taking good profits on that XRP short if I'm still in it, right? But, and then, we could pull some fibs here, and we could try to see if we can get any confluence. Actually, I'm going to re-pull that to another area. I'm actually going to pull that. Whoops. Let's pull that to here. And you can see from this wick low all the way up to the wick high, the wick, all the way from the high to the low here, guys. You can see your golden pocket is coming right in on that value area high as well. So again, just like two beautiful little zones to be looking for bounces at. So yeah, that is really what I'd be looking at on XRP. Gonna be holding my short for a little while here, seeing if we can get a little bit more gain out of this. But that is what I'm looking at. And if you want XRP to move to the upside, I'll talk about a little bit more of the bullish case, right? So 4-hour bull div got slightly invalidated here, which is another reason on top of the money flow crossed over into the red. It's just two reasons why it does look a little more likely that maybe the downtrend continues. Even your 5-hour fresh money flow crossover into the red. And you didn't get the bear divs here on the higher hourly time frames. I would have really liked to see that. You barely have it here. You have a little bit of like an exaggerated bull div here on your 2-hour. Not the strongest look, in my opinion, but, if you are going to bounce back into this range and come up to higher prices, this bull div here, this, again, exaggerated bull div, which is sometimes a weaker signal, if not a false signal, could wind up, giving you a little bit of a lackluster move. But you didn't really get money flow coming up with multiple bull divs down here. So it does look like we could potentially, just kind of, yeah, it looks like we could potentially just continue down here after getting some retracements to the upside. So there you guys go. Obviously, that value area low is now key resistance, and also now it becomes the doorway to higher prices because we're now below it again. So we get back above. That's when we can expect higher prices to come in. So there you guys go. Shout out to Creighton C with another super chat. Thank you so much, bro. He says, "Are you kidding me? Sold." Wait, what is going on? Shout out to Creighton C. He says, "Are you kidding me? Sold. Have seen her. I'd go for a PP." PP or Pepe? Wait, does this involve manual labor and cleaning? Dave, are you talking about if we acquire you through this auction process? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. You're funny, bro. Let's see. Wait, hang on. Shout out to Crypto Crabman said, "Oof, if we get down to sub 50 cents, I'm an XRP myself." Shout out to you, bro. That's good. But yeah, I mean, listen, it doesn't mean that we're going to insta-nuke, right? Like I am monitoring this very closely. This fresh green dot, we'll see what it gives us. Like I said, I would have preferred to see bull divs here to really say, like, if I were looking for a long here based off the volume profile, right, like a deviation below the range, looking for my entries, I'd like to see strong bull divs, not these kind of wonked out, non-bull divs / exaggerated bull divs. You want to see strong confirmation. All right. Let's see. Shout out to B-Rad Crypto. Shout out to B-Rad. Thank you for being here. I love you, bro. He says, Frankie, you're the best. Just came to say hi. Watching later. Well, hopefully you're here still, or hopefully you're watching me on the replay. Say, what's up, B-Rad? What's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. We don't mind if you come back. Just smash that like button, and I know you already did. But let's see. Shout out to Jessica. Said, I'm bidding on Creighton. What's your bid, Jessica? Let us know what that bid is. Shout out to Alexandra G. What is going on? Thank you for being here. We got and what is going on? Link USDT wants to see Link. And Link is actually on the list. So we did XRP. Let's go ahead and take a look at Link real quick. Gonna wind up losing my voice here today, guys. I apologize. XRP goes sub 50. I'll cry so hard the tears flow down my pants. Oh, shout out to Wick 589. His tears are wicking right down into his pants. Yikes. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Emax, too. What is going on, brother? All right, let's see. That's how we roll, baby. Shout out to Chaz. Rune, Jonah Lang, what is going on, man? Thank you, Frankie, for the sauce. Thank you for being you. Shout out to Mind of Tron. You will never see me be anyone other than me because I can't change myself. I'm trapped like this forever. I think I'm going to end the stream soon. I'm just kidding, guys. But shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you for being here. But let's continue on, guys, and take a look here at Link. What were we looking at on Link last time, right? Looking at some pretty significant key levels of resistance, right? We have the Golden Pocket 786 retracement, which I don't even know if you guys can see that, but right here. Golden Pocket 786, Golden Pocket between about 1321 and 1364, 786 coming in at about 1546. So obviously, guys, not only was this a level of resistance, and clearly we are rejecting from this, but is that a surprise? Not really, right? Because not only do we have the 786 Golden Pocket, we also had our previous value area low from the bull market, which is a very, very key level to be watching, right? This is like kind of the same situation that we're in on Bitcoin, but not quite though. And the reason being is because if you come on over to Bitcoin, does this look different? Hang on, am I tripping right now? Cool. Okay, nice. Trading View, I feel like something's glitched out here. Why is this gray and then I don't know. I'm going to continue on. It's no problem. But, yeah, as we look here, I want to talk about I don't really want to talk about it. I just want to show it really quickly here. On Bitcoin, right, coming up to the higher time frames, the volume profile on Link that I would compare this to is, I mean, guys, I'm sorry. This is why we trade the volume profiles. Like, just looking at this in hindsight, like, you short the highs, long the lows, short the deviations to the highs, short the long the lows, and this is where we were long from. And look at that, just absolute blast off. This is why I love the volume profiles. Anyway, the volume profile that I'm comparing, the one that we're looking at on Link to, is the macro volume profile on Bitcoin. So I'm talking about this macro volume profile, not the local one that we're testing, which is pulled from here. Like on Bitcoin, the value area low that we're testing is this local value area low. Link is not in this situation yet, but Link is in this situation, right? Link is basically in this exact situation, right? Where you have the bull market top, right? You have the April 2021 top. You have the November 2021 top, right? So you're up, down. That's your range. And then we come up to test that key level of resistance where the value area low becomes your doorway to higher prices. And then that's where I always say, right? You're looking for this to flip this to support. Then you go to the POC. Then you could potentially go to the high, right? And then obviously we all know on Bitcoin, we wound up rejecting the first time and the second time. And then we finally did wind up breaking into that level. But this is really where Link is on its first attempt at getting into that value area. And then we are kind of seeing that little pullback that we're seeing on Bitcoin as well right here. So kind of the similar situation. I just want to be clear. The range we were just talking about on Bitcoin earlier when we were doing the Bitcoin TA is this range, right? So not in that situation, but Link is in this situation right here. So what can we expect? Obviously, we were expecting resistance where we also had, I mean, this is almost the exact same situation, guys, because we also had golden pockets, a golden pocket 786, I believe, sitting at this level as well. So, we could expect a pullback, but again, based off money flow, we'll go back to like on Link, right, on the higher time frames, like look at the 5-day money flow, fresh crossover into the green, indicating that if we get a pullback here, based off this this kind of right here, right? If we get a pullback here, we would expect it to be lackluster and then a potential continuation to the upside, targeting some of the higher levels within our volume profile. And now this previous value area low is your doorway to higher prices. Now, do you guys get that? Did you just get the comparison between the Bitcoin range, between this Bitcoin range, right? This is what, like, do you guys see the comparison? Like, I kind of like the way that was broken down, right? So, like, it's kind of a similar situation. I'm not saying that the price action will play out exactly the same, but, like, we could look at what happened when Bitcoin approached a similar situation and try to figure out what's going to happen next based off what happened to Bitcoin, right? So, there's your May 2021 top. There's your November 2021 top. There's your range, value area low, a.k.a. doorway to higher prices, which is resistance, and then you're looking to flip it and then get your move back into the higher prices on the range. So there you go. That is, I actually love that. So hit me with the sauce emoji or hit me with a hashtag value if you don't have the sauce emoji. What do you call it? If you don't have the sauce emoji, hit me with a hashtag value in the chat if that made sense to you guys. So there you go. So coming back over to Link, what could we expect? Well, Bitcoin obviously wound up getting a push to the downside before getting another push back to the upside. We wound up just basically ranging around here. We came up for one test, rejection, came up for a second test, rejection, and then finally we caught the long on the bottom of the range, and then we wound up eventually blasting off and testing it for a third time, and that was where we broke into the range, came up to the POC, and we are now just kind of sitting at that POC. So can we see the same thing happen for Link, where we potentially get a little bit of a pullback, right, and then we come back up, and we test the highs again, and then maybe we reject again, and then you finally wind up getting the breakout to the higher prices? It could potentially play out like that, or we could just come down for one little cool off and then break into the higher prices. But there's no way to really predict that. We'll just have to analyze the price action as it develops. 5-day green dot, or sorry, 5-day red dot is printing currently, so that would indicate a potential little bit more of a pullback here. So, you know, not impossible to come down to some lower prices. 4-day red dot also confirmed. 3-day red dot confirmed as well. 2-day red dot also confirmed. Not really coming up towards the zero line just yet. Daily getting rejected at the zero line as well. So really, if we lose this golden pocket, guys, we could wind up coming down to some lower levels, and I will go ahead and pull some of those key retracement levels so we can look at what we would want to see a bounce off of. So first off, we already came down to tap this golden pocket. So this 786, I would keep an eye on this, label it 786, get rid of the retracement. We know it's a 786. We could always re-pull it if we need. Coming down to your 4 hour, I want to look at this and pull this range now to see if I have any confluence with that 786 and maybe a value area high. So somewhat, you got somewhat of confluence here. So if we wind up coming back down and we do get a little bit more of a retracement, this would be somewhat of a key level to look at, right? Because you have your value area high and you also have that 786 retracement. So if you come down for the 786 retracement, it would make a lot of sense to bounce off that value area high and then potentially go back for the higher prices. And then whether we reject here again before getting the actual breakout like Bitcoin did, I don't know why TradingView's glitching like that. It's weird. But maybe that's where you see the final third attempt and then the higher prices. But again, no way to really predict that. But these are going to be kind of the key levels that I'm looking at. I also want to pull up the VPVR to take a look at the profiles here. And yeah, I mean, you can see it's perfect, right? Because right below that value area high, you also have a pretty big pickup on volume with the high volume node on this POC right here. So that would be another key level to look at, right? Because this is your POC and a very high volume node, right? So I would actually do POC, come on. I would say POC plus or equals plus HVN. There you go. So boom. So those are actually the two key levels that I would be looking at if you get a bigger retracement to come in here, because the higher time frames may be looking for a slightly bigger pullback. And then maybe that's where you kind of form a range. But let's come on down to the lower time frames, because just like XRP, yeah, I don't know. I would assume, guys, like very similar to XRP, 4-hour money flow is a little earlier into crossing over into the red here. If we get that full crossover after this green dot winds up giving you a retracement, that might be where you lose this level and come down to these lower prices. So money flow on the 4-hour would also indicate a potential continuation of the downtrend. And if that is the case, I would be looking at downwards of 1175 all the way down to, I mean, even the bottom of the range would be I would be looking at as well. And that is actually coming in at about $10.71. So that's what I'd be looking at right now on Link. So there you go. Other than that, guys, like higher time frames definitely look like we could continue this. I mean, we're pretty overbought here as well, right? Like, like it does look like if we do cool off, like maybe that's where you wind up coming back up. A little retracement, coming back up to higher prices. Money flow on Market Cypher B is definitely indicating that we are going to get that move up at some point, right? After maybe a pullback. So there you guys go. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. Hopefully you guys found that useful. There's those sauce emojis. Let's go. Hashtag free sauce. Shout out to Darren Does Things. Let's get it. But let's go ahead and continue on here. VP. Shout out to Crimson Caravan Company. Says VP. Vervip. A urinating pirate? I don't even know if I'm pretty far away from the screen. I can't tell if I'm reading that correctly. But shout out to Crimson Caravan Company. Smash that like button, guys. How many likes do we have? Let's check it. 300 even. Guys, let's run it up to 550 likes. If we get 550 likes, we're adding a bunch of stuff to the giveaway. I'll add 2 Frankie Candles hats and a ton of koozies. I don't know how many, like 5, 10, I don't know, a lot. But let's go ahead and continue on to our next altcoin, which is going to be Caspa. So as you guys know, Dave was looking for a God candle on Caspa, potentially targeting our next fib level, coming eerily close to about 15 cents. Did we get up there? Let's zoom in a bit. Let me get rid of this fib real quick. Did we get up there? We didn't get up there, but we are respecting this value area high, which is interesting. Not like it's the wonkiest range I've ever seen, but it is interesting. We are holding that level. And yeah, we are holding. Look at that beautiful. Guys, it's funny. The fibs get respected. When you're in price discovery like this, the fibs get respected because it's literally the only thing that like people have to go off of. It's not like people are looking at multiple levels here. It's like everybody's just looking at the fibs because it's the only levels that you could pull up here. But nice little move up. Got a beautiful retracement back down into this 1618 slash 786 retracement level slash value area high confluence, sitting right here at about 11 cents, and then got another push up back to our 2618 at 13 cents. If we are able to flip this level 2 support, guys, we may be able to get a move back up to, or not back up, but up for the first time right here at about 15, almost 15 and a half cents. I do think it is possible. And if we do wind up getting it, it may be, in my opinion, guys. Let's check the higher time frames. Ooh, daily bear div printing. So this is interesting, guys. This is interesting. So yeah, bear div is printing on the daily on Caspa. Now, I do want to warn you guys, be careful. You do not want to be just shorting this thing blindly. You want to make sure you have clear confirmations and clear insight that this thing is going to come down. But if we do wind up coming down over this weekend, I mean, this daily bear div may be a better signal than any to call for more downside. Like even your VWAP on the 2-day starting to roll over. But yeah, the only thing is, guys, I would be very careful with this, right? Like look, this 12-hour bear div, lower highs on your momentum waves, higher highs on your price action, only gave you a little pullback. So I don't know if this is going to be the biggest move ever, but maybe just a slight pullback. But that daily bear div is definitely more of a bearish sign. If we do pull back, I would actually, let me get rid of this fib and let's pull a new one. If we get a significant pullback on, let me actually go ahead and let me hide the rest of this stuff real quick. Okay, so if we wind up getting a bigger move to the downside, guys, what I would be looking at is this. This is a different fib pull that I was looking at on the local that we bounced off of right here. But this might be the zone to be looking for some support if that daily bear div gives you a move down. The only reason I wouldn't be looking for this to be a big move down, because those daily bear divs can be very, very strong. The only reason I'm being careful is because this thing is in price discovery, right? So sometimes, people are just have their level set. Everybody's in FOMO mode, and every time it hits a level of support, everyone's like, oh my God, I got a FOMO in, and then it bounces back up, and then more, right? So And then also the short liquidations are likely what is adding a lot of fuel to this move to the upside. But, if we do come down, I would watch this local golden pocket coming in between about 10 cents or at about 10 cents. Between, 1048 and 1026. And then your 786 is coming in at about 9.09. So coming in at 9 cents. 0.093044. That would be the next significant level of support that I would be looking at. You also have this high volume node somewhat backing you up. If you slip that 786, you do have that high volume node just under you to add a little bit of extra support. And then once you start losing that level, if you lose these lows at 0.078113, that's where I would expect somewhat. I mean, you got some levels in here. It may be a grind down, to be honest. But then your next major key level would be right here at about 5 cents. So I don't know if you're going to make it all the way back down there, again, because of the bullishness of this thing. Like money flow on the daily also coming up, right? So oftentimes you do want to see you don't want to see this thing trending up, even if it is slightly like this. You want to see the money flow clearly coming out for a strong signal at least. But you come over to the 10-hour, like even the 10-hour is not really coming out like I would like to see it. So I would be very careful. Like I probably wouldn't be taking this trade. I would wait to see if this 10-hour, 8-hour green dot, 10-hour green dot is going to print. And then if it does, you could look for those local bearish divergences. I'd really like to see money flow come out a little bit more here. It's coming out on the 4-hour, but I'd be careful with these VWAPs on the 8, 6, and 10-hour. Could give you one more push to the upside. So there you go. But other than that, guys, the targets basically remain the same. That 15-cent level may be able to get hit at some point here. Where is it? Right there. So next key target would be about 0.154998. That would be the next key level to the upside. So there you go, guys. There is CAS, but that's what I'd be looking at. But all of our targets have gotten hit so far. We just have to keep coming up with more of them. But just understand this fib level is a lot of the time where these big pumps start to lose steam. But we will have to see. What happens and assess the price action. WTF is XRP Proton. XRP Proton. I'm confused. Shout out to Gazgano. Yeah, I don't. Maybe you're talking to somebody in the chat. I'm not 100% sure what that means. Yeah, Rules Crypto says it's starting to look weak. Yeah, the bear divs are definitely a clear signal that this is starting to be weak. I mean, if you do push up one more time, I would think it would probably be, I don't even know, like fresh 6-hour green dot. Maybe you get the 6-hour green dot. I wouldn't expect, I really wouldn't expect this thing. This thing is squeezed up so much. You do have nice cool-offs, though. Yeah, I don't know. I really would just like to see, like, even your money flow on the 90-minute with that red dot on the daily would be nice confluence, but it's just, it may be peaking out here. But if it doesn't start coming down from here, I'd be careful. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Let's go ahead and check out our next altcoin, which is going to be, checking the list. We did XRP, we did Caspa, we did Link, we got to do Gala, and shout out to Influencer's Point, says, can you please take a look at Ape? We will try. I will try to take a look at Ape if we have time, brother. We do have to check out a couple more alts here that are on the list, but I will try to check that out for you, I promise. Yeah, Vslim said, so maybe up, maybe down. Yeah, kind of. Like, I don't know. For me personally, Vslim, what I would be looking at here is if I were looking to short this daily bear div, it would be low leverage. It would be very low leverage in anticipation of another push to the upside, and then I would be willing to add more to my short at this fib level. But if we broke this fib level, I'd probably stop out of that trade pretty quickly. So, hey, Lost Profit, what is going on, bro? Good to see you in here. But I will be. Not impossible to come down from this daily bear div, but I would be on low leverage, almost expecting a potential push up, and I would just add at this fib level. You break that fib level, that would technically be the invalidation for me on that trade, and I'd be willing to cut my losses and just look for another entry. Let's see. I think it might go sideways and left. Vslim, you think it's gonna go left, bro? Shout out to Vslim. I've never seen price go left, but I would love it. It just skirts back in time. It's just like, it's pumping, It's pumping backwards. That'd be lit. Shout out to V-Slim, absolute OG of the Candle Mafia. Shout out to you, bro. Bling says, Frankie, what is your price prediction for Bitcoin 2025 and why? Well, there's a couple of targets that I would be looking at for certain reasons. There's technical reasons I'm looking for levels. There's also fundamental reasons I'm looking for levels. But really, I am kind of in the camp of everybody says this time is different in every bull run, right? And I'm always the guy that's like, okay, the bulls were saying that last time, right? When everyone was calling for 100K this cycle, I'm thinking to myself, like, everybody was looking for higher last time. Like, everybody always looks for higher, right? And the bulls get greedy, and then they get slaughtered, right? The pigs get slaughtered, or I don't know, pigs make money, hogs get slaughtered. I don't know how it goes. But, for me, I think, I am a believer that the cycle will continue to repeat itself until it doesn't, right? I'm not one of those people that thinks the 4-year cycle is just going to happen forever. Once the market matures past a certain market cap, like the 4-year cycle is going to change, right? Once the institutional money comes in, if we get all these legitimate spot ETFs, like this is going to change the asset class, in my opinion, potentially changing the trajectory of the cycle, right? Maybe we get a bigger move, or maybe we get a longer bull run. Maybe we get a bigger bull run. Who knows? Maybe this is the regulatory bull run. And I'm not saying this time will be different. I'm just saying I'm open to this time being different more than any other cycle. Usually I'm just like, no, it's not different. It's never different. There's no reason for it to be different. But with all these spot ETFs, and real institutional, allowing real big money to actually enter the market, I think, if it's going to change, this is a decent cycle for it to happen in. But for me, man, I am looking between 100 and 150,000, just as a general target. But it's kind of like, it's not really a one-word answer. There are, I have higher targets for if certain things happen, but I'll probably make a video about it at some point. But for me, let's get to 100K, assess the situation, and then try to figure out what the charts look like at that point. And then, if we think it's higher, then we can assess the situation from there. I'm not really about calling for just a price just because I think it's going there. I like to have if this then that statement. So there you go. But let's get to 100K and assess the situation, and then we'll see what happens. Let's see. Okay, let's continue on here. There is Kaspa. That's what we're looking for. So maybe Kaspa comes down on the daily bear div. We will recheck on this tomorrow, or not tomorrow. I'll check on it tomorrow, but we'll check on this on the live stream on Monday, I'm sure. Let's see. Dave Digital said, usually, what do you mean? Usually this channel's just over a year old. Actually, Dave, we're actually having our 2-year birthday in January. We're going to have our 2-year birthday. I just almost ate the mic. But shout out to Dave Digital. But what I meant by that was just in general, like even before I had my channel, I was never someone who was like, oh, 100K because grayscale. I don't know. Guys, do you know what this means? If all this money comes in, that could, I don't know. I think it could pump us up to 100K. I don't know. I just never been someone who calls calls a number without having a specific scenario happen. Blue Sky said, Frankie said BTC to 0. Send it to Goblin Town, baby. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Yeah, Jonah Lang said, oh, you're getting old. Let's see. January birthdays are the best, though. 2 years. What am I doing with my life? Shout out to V-Slim. You're funny, bro. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, Tyler Durden said January 13th, 2022. That's 2 years. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Bro, did you know that, or did you just find that on the channel, instantly? Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Always on point. Unbelievable. All right. Shout out to everybody's birthday. Shout out to everybody who has a birthday today, especially Rob the Crypto Stomp. His birthday is every single day. But there you guys go. That's what I'm looking at on Kaspa. Let's go ahead and move on to our next coin, which is going to be Gala. Or Gala. What do you guys say? Gala or Gala? It's definitely Gala. I'm not asking you what it is. I'm asking you what you call it. Somebody call it some people call it Gala, but that's just wrong. They grew up so fast. Shout out to Dave Digital. Thank you for the super chat. They grow up so fast. Guys, we're then we're going to turn 3, and then we're going to be an elderly crypto channel, basically. But yeah, dude, you're telling me, does time fly? I'm actually, as I'm telling you, we're turning 2. I'm like doing panic math in my head and like, am I tripping right now? It's not our 1 year. It's definitely 2, right? Like I'm having that panic math in my head because it literally has felt like it feels like I started this channel 6 months ago. It's crazy. But let's go ahead and continue on. Captain Kirk, CandleMafia Mama in the chat. What is going on, Cap? Thank you for being here. But let's go ahead and check out Gala on the KuCoin chart. Let's see. Gala. Let's check it on the Binance chart. Okay. So here we are. All right, guys. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Once again, the volume profiles prevail. Here we are. This gets me giddy, guys. This gets me absolutely giddy. So as you guys know, we have been looking at this area of consolidation. Look at this. Guys, I am on the crosshair tool, and it just drew a line. For some reason, lately, TradingView, like, if I'm on this and I want to drag the chart, I click and drag, and why did it draw a line? It, like, lags. That's so strange. I've never had that happen. But we've been looking at this area of consolidation, guys, and why, right? Because we have this area from all the way back here. Boom, right here. This range. This is where these levels are being pulled from. And we were not only able to predict these prices getting hit, but also these prices. That first monster rip that we got to the upside, we were able to find that by looking at this area of consolidation. We kind of like ripped right through it. But look at how these levels were respected, guys. We came up, hit our head. Let me come to a lower time frame so we can see a little better. Right, we came up, hit our head, broke the value area low, shot up for the value area high, and then an insta-nuke right back out of the range to test what? The value area high of the previous range, right? This is very similar to what we were looking at on XRP and Ethereum. Ethereum did this today, right? Getting a bounce, right? Not as an aggressive, an aggressive bounce, but very similarly, like a lot of times when you break out of a range, sometimes it just wants to go test that value area high or POC of the range or a previous range before continuing its trend. But we snapped right back in, held the low, went back towards the high, back to the low, back to the POC, back to the POC, back to the low, broke down, resistance, and then eventually we came back up, flipped it to support, tested it again, and then right up to the value area high where we are now getting a bit of resistance. So really what I would be looking at here, guys, is do we have any significant signals to look for a short position? And if so, like in my opinion, right, Kaspa does not look as good for a short. But Gala, in my opinion, right, not financial advice, obviously, but shout out to Jessica, said you were the only female before I came along. I don't know exactly. Are you talking about Wick's wife? Shout out to Wick's wife, Fine89. Yo, shout out to Wick's wife. I love the CandleMafia girls. You guys are the best. You guys are funny. Let's see. Okay, so continuing on here, right? We have multiple bearish divergences from this momentum wave all the way down, consistently lower highs on the momentum waves, consistently higher highs on our price action, and we are also coming into a key level of resistance, as well as having our money flow coming out as well. So this actually looks like a stronger situation where I would expect a pullback to happen, right? Because not only do we have the bear divs, but we also have money flow coming out, at least here on the 1 hour. And this is getting very close to printing, so we may be able to see that move happen somewhat soon. And if you take a look right here, you guys can see we also have 4-hour bearish divergence with money flow technically trending to the downside. It's not the best look here, but money flow is consistently trending to the downside with your consistent lower highs on your momentum waves. Well, not that consistent, but you do have that bear div from this high to that high with money flow technically flowing to the downside. A little bit stronger of an indication that you could get a move down. Better than what Kaspa was looking like, right? Like Kaspa has the daily bear div. Let's check if we have it on Gala. And you do, right? You have this bear div on Gala, right? You have your lower high on your momentum waves, higher highs on price action. Look how that value area high is getting respected on the daily time frame. Look at that. Wicks to the dollar, bodies to the dollar, right? Perfect rejection. Like when you see a rejection like this, nice and even, like when you get it, like just straight rejection, this is respect, especially when you get the wicks like that. But lower highs on your momentum waves, money flow actually coming up though. So I would be a little bit careful. Your money flow is much earlier in the crossover. So with that being said, this div could easily give you a pullback, but I wouldn't be looking for it to bring you to zero because your money flow is coming up, right? You don't want to be shorting to zero when your money flow is coming up like this. So taking a look at your 2-day, green dot printing, another reason to be careful with the shorts. It's not that you can't short the 1 hour bear div or, anything like that, but you just want to make sure you're managing these trades correctly, understanding the market you're trading and not looking for moonshot, or Goblin Town bound shorts when you're in a bullish trend and a bullish environment. So if you do catch that scalp, I would look to potentially bring it down. Let me just check. I want to double check the POC of this range real quick. Yeah, POC is pretty down there, man. Okay, so I would look for a potential pullback, honestly, to this blue box. Like, I don't know how strong this pullback will be. It really depends on how bearish the money flow looks after we get the div to play out. But I mean, you're easily getting that correction here. So let's check the 15-minute, 30-minute, red dot printing, bearish divergences everywhere. So in my opinion, like, I'm not taking this trade. Like, I miss this trade, right? You got to see the entries on the lower time frames before you start getting the big move. So like the sauce here probably would have been on the 15-minute or maybe even a lower time frame, like the 7-minute or something. Looking for those lower time frame bearish divergences, which honestly it didn't. Yeah, like you would have been looking for something like this, where you just have massive continuation to the upside, massive lower highs. Yeah, not really. You didn't really get good signals to go short here, to be honest. 90-minute bear div looking to print. So I would actually be waiting. I wouldn't enter. I personally would not enter this trade right now. I would rather get a retracement to the upside and then enter on a lower time frame, and then expecting this 90-minute bear div to eventually print to give us a little bit of added pressure on the sell side to push us further to the downside. But first key level I'd be looking at is this blue box between 0.0253 and 0.02490. And that's your golden pocket 786 retracement. You could also see you have a little bit of support here with your high volume node. So if you push back, that's kind of where I would look for a bounce. And yeah, I mean, even that 786 is in perfect line with your previous value area high. And I mean, even if you pulled it all the way back to here, let me see. Yeah, I don't hate this. I actually don't hate this. Volume profiles within volume profiles. You really can't hate on this. But, yeah, I like that confluence. So, you're kind of getting in volume profileception, but this will give you insight. If you break down below the 786 and you can't get back above it, you may be getting accepted into this range, and then you have the targets to look at to the downside, not forgetting that you're also within a bigger range, right? So that's what I'd be looking at on Gala, guys. Other than that, though, like taking a look at the weekly, I mean, VWAP also, your VWAP is also coming to the downside, rolling back over. So that could indicate a cool off incoming. 3-day red dot, 2-day red, 3-day red dot looking to print. 2-day green dot may get stepped on here if we can't get above this level. But I do think Gala will cool off at some point. If it does get one more last push up, I wouldn't really look for it to push much higher, to be honest with you. But other than that, like a lot of these other time frames, like look pretty bullish with money flow. Like 3-day money flow looks great. 4-day money flow looks. You're kind of getting rejected, but all in all, this money flow does look like it could be just continuing to the upside. So in the long term, we could expect some potential higher prices for Gala, but these pullbacks in the short term may not be unlikely. Now, also something you want to realize is you could be knocking on the door to a significant low volume gap, targeting this previous volume profile right here. And the reason I say that is because you can see that you do have a volume gap here, right? Like if we mark this out, right, this is a previous value area. What am I doing? There we go, right? So you have this previous value area up here, which in my opinion is probably going to be close to your next major target. And not only, I mean, this makes sense, right? But not only are you looking at this previous value area, but also this high volume node up here and the kind of the fall off in volume that you have in here. Obviously, you have this high volume node here at about 0.02937, like right in that 3 cent area. But that's really the only thing standing in your way to yeeting up to this value area high at 0.03646. So there you go, a little bit more long-term analysis. And I'm not a pattern guy, but maybe, I mean, if you do get that cool off, right? Like that might be left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Again, not a big pattern guy, but I mean, what is the estimated measured move there? I guess would be, it'll just pull it roughly, pull it to the breakout. Well, actually, yeah, I mean, it brings you like almost right up to that value area high. Interesting. So you may look for the pullback before the breakout, targeting that technical target of the value area high. No promises, but potential possibility there. So there you guys go. There is Gala. Let's go ahead and move on to our next altcoin, which is going to be Jesus, or also known as Jesus. All right, let's check it out on the Poloniex. Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, it's going to be – I'm not going to be able to do TA on this. This is super – unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. Super low liquidity is what it looks like to me. Yeah, this is going to be hard. Yeah, we may have to skip this. I mean, yeah, even on like the higher time frames, like, yeah, this is going to be real hard to – I don't know if we're not really going to be able to get TA on this. It's just not enough. There's not enough price action here, to be honest. Mark Dutch goes, Jesus. All right, let's see. Jesus. Let's see. Crimson's girlfriend says, Crabman, some of us are sufficiently dangerous to be useful in a situation. Shout out to Crimson's girlfriend. Are you dangerous, Crimson's girlfriend? Oh, God. Crypto Kill a Whale. All right, fine. We'll do one more last one just because you were the first person to spam it. Sushi. You didn't even spam it. You just put it once. But there we go. Let's take a look at Sushi. All right, so here we are. Last time we looked at Sushi, again, like no shocker here. We were looking at a potential visit of our previous volume profile, right? And then we were looking for resistance at this purple box. I guess we just yeeted right through it, to be honest with you. But we came right in, right? Get rid of that resistance. Hey, shout out to Dave Digital said Nikki94 Boo, boy or girl, Frankie. Nikki's kind of hard. Nikki94 Boo. I don't know, Dave. What do you think? I don't know, man. Nikki. I said I don't know, man. I don't know. Nikki. I don't know any Nicholases personally that go by Nikki. I know some of them do. But I don't really, I don't know. I would have to say, I don't know. I know more girls that are named Nicole that go by Nikki than I do boys. But, shout out to Mark Dutch. Nikki is kind of hard. Yeah. I don't know. I'll say girl. I'll say girl. I'll say girl. Oh, let us know, Nikki. Are you a girl or are you a boy? Let us know. Nikki is a dope name though. Either way. But let's see. Ace TV says check out Sats. Let's try. We'll try to take a look at it. Do not identify, sir. Shout out to Tiberius. But let's go ahead and continue on. So what we're looking at here, guys, is simply came up to the volume profile, right? Yeeted right up to that POC. You want to remember the POCs act as a magnet. Whether the value area high gets respected or not, oftentimes you're going to get to that POC, whether you have to hit your head on the value area low before getting there, or if you just rip right on up to it. Oh, influencer's point. I got you, bro. I got you. We got to rip up to the POC. Rejection came back into the value area right to the POC, and we are now rejecting again with bearish divergence formed at the point of control with shout out to Nikki94 Boo says, why do I keep coming back every day? Shout out to Nikki. Wait. I thought that was going to be the answer to the question, Nikki. Let us know. Let us know in the chat. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, let's see. Because we love you, Nikki. Why wouldn't you come back? You come back for the sauce. Come on. Let's see. Never tell him. I'm gonna go girl. I don't know. That's just my guess. That's like a coin flip. You guys are funny. The females all want an emoji. Woo, baby. Gen Z says because the TA's on point. Let's get it. Shout out to Gen Z. But let's go ahead and continue on here. Hopefully somebody can get us that answer. But we got that bearish divergence into the POC, guys, and we are now starting to reject the value area low. Money flow on your daily technically trending to the downside. A little bit more of a bearish scenario here. So that daily bear div is forming at the POC could be a potential bigger breakdown in here coming. Octivo says FOMO ETH is the next narrative. Octivo, I actually don't disagree. You got the BlackRock filing for the ETF. I actually don't disagree with you, bro. But let's go ahead and continue on. But there you go. Daily bear div forming at that POC. Could get a bigger breakdown in here, guys. And I'll be honest with you, I actually don't really like to look at this, right? Only because if we lose, I mean, you actually do have some kind of, yeah, I guess, yeah. You really want to hold this macro value area low. We do have this kind of macro VAL here, and you don't want to lose this. If you lose this, you're likely going to break down, potentially to retest these highs, getting closer to about 75 cents. So, I mean, and we are sitting up here at about $1. So, shout out to Tony D, says, Nikki is a lady, but I was right. Let's go. But I think the spelling is a scam. I want it to be Nikki so bad, but it's okay. We could just blame Dave. Dave, what the heck, bro? Come on, dude. Change the name, Dave. I don't know. When baby candles, Elionics, wifey candles will come first. I will tell you that. Wifey candles, I don't know. She may be on her way at some point soon. I don't want to give too much away. Not that anything's planned or anything, but, you know, I'm not planning on waiting forever, that's for sure. I'm not getting younger. Shout out to Mark Dutch. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He said, Date Digital, girl or a fake wrench? Definitely a fake wrench. Definitely a fake wrench. Shout out to Dave Digital. It's all Dave's fault. Shout out to Dave. That makes sense. I'm a fake wrench. Shout out to Dave. You guys are crazy. Okay, so this is your next key level. If we break down, guys, and we do not bounce from this value area low, I would be looking for a bigger breakdown, getting closer to that 80 to 75 cent level. Between 80, I would say between about 80, it's hard to say. I would say between about 81 cents and 75 cents. That is going to be the next key levels that I'd be looking at. So I'll actually make it a little bit of a range here. So let's see. We'll say 82 to about 75 right there. So that's going to be your next key level of support if you wind up getting a breakdown. And that breakdown might happen quick through that gap. As you can see, we got that wick down here, got the nice bounce, put in a higher low. So if you don't bounce here, these are the areas I'd be looking for bounces at, guys. If you don't bounce at this blue box, I'd be looking for a bounce at this blue box. And that drop may happen quick, so you might have to be looking at the charts to catch that bounce. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. I actually do want to just pull one more range here real quick. Yeah, so you got your value area, local value area low down here as well. So this is, yeah, that's your local resistance or local support right here. You break this level, I'd be looking down at this blue box to get that bounce. And then that daily bear div could likely make you look for lower prices here coming up in the near future. But there you go, guys. That is what I am looking at on Sushi. And let's go ahead. We're going to start doing the giveaways here, guys. I'm going to get the giveaways done first, and then maybe we'll do Ape on the fake out. Ape was not on the list, but I do want to try to get it in there for you, Influencer's Point. So maybe we'll do it on the fake out, but I do want to get these giveaways out of the way because we do have a lot of them, I believe. So let's pull up that Wheel of Pain and Pleasure and start spinning the dang thing. All right, let's see. Let's see. Dave Green, we did Gala. If you scrub back just a little bit, we just looked at Gala not too long ago. Shout out to Multi-Sig Dummy. What is going on, bro? Welcome in, bro. You're here for the best part of the stream, and that is the giveaways. Let's go ahead. People are saying Nicorette. I don't know what chat just turned into. But let's go ahead and spin those dang wheels. We got 381 likes. Barely crept up to that 400 like mark. But guys, I will say this. It is Friday. Friday is usually our slower day as people have lives on Fridays, unlike me. I just sit at the charts all day. But I wouldn't have it any other way. But let's go ahead and move on here. Give another spin. Give them a giveaway, baby. Let's get it. Let's spin that dang wheel. Shout out to Jonah Lang. What is going on, bro? Wolf of Crypto said, no, I'm gray. Shout out to Wolf of Crypto. No, that's okay, bro. You pop into any of the any of these live streams next week, you will likely get one of those memberships. Let's see. I appreciate you too, Wolf of Crypto. Let's go. Winner, chicken dinner. Shout out to Melissa. Let's go. Oh, you guys are funny. Shout out to PHX. Let's get it. What can we win? Rai. You can win multiple things. Actually, Tyler Durden, while I'm spinning this dang wheel, if you could let me know what we are giving away exactly and how we can consolidate. You could automatically pick the most consolidated version if you want to just save time. And let me know what we're giving away, how many giveaways, etc., and what it's going to be. And I will see if I can get Mrs. Candles in here to help us out. Yes, and to join the giveaways, guys, Tony D, if you could spam that, if you could spam the link to the video they have to like and comment on this week's video, drop it in the chat so they can click the link. And all you have to do, guys, when that link gets in the chat, just like and comment on the video, and you will be entered in to win. I highly recommend you watch the video if you haven't seen it, but I can't track that. So I'm not going to sit here and, like, try to scam you guys. I would never do that. But let's see. Let's have a girl winner. Hey, Elaine. Shout out to Elaine. Guys, the female Candle Mafia is out here. There is that video. There's the video. Whoa, okay, Tony. I said spam it. It's funny because I didn't mean to say spam it. I meant to say just send it. But yeah, guys, go click those YouTube links. Go like and comment on the video while we finish up these spins, and then I will go ahead and grab all the info, and we'll start pulling the giveaways. And I'm picturing Tyler Durden right now, like with his eyes closed, like calculating stuff with like numbers flying around his head, trying to figure out what we're giving away. You said spam it, fam, and shout out to Tony D. Yeah, you nailed it, bro. Shout out to you. Tony, stop spamming, man. Ban him. Ban Tony. Get him out of here. Shout out to Tony D. All right, let's see. How many spins did we get? All right, we got 392 likes. We spun it 7 times, and that is like that's like too many, but we're just going to spin it 10 times to make it nice and even for you guys. All right. Oh, I guess Tyler has to wait for the rest of the spins to give me the answer. That's probably what he's doing, on top of the intense equations he's solving. Oh, God, what is my watch telling me? Low power. All right, let's see. We're giving away at least 3 hats and 2 koozies. All right, let's do it, baby. If you guys don't know what he means by koozies, he's just talking about that Aztecian cactus moss water. Dave Digital, what on God's green earth is that emoji? I am too far away from the screen to see what that is, but I am dying to know. What is that emoji? What is that emoji? Is that a can of Spam? No way. Yo, what? Is that a thing? They have a spam emoji? Why is there a spam emoji? No way, bro. That is so funny. That is wild. Shout out to Wolf of Crypto. Said, are we giving away Discord memberships? I'm not 100% sure. Chemistry Bro says, I'm so late. Sorry, Frankie. Had a long overdue call with an old friend I hadn't talked to for ages. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Please, for the love of God, never apologize to me, bro. I am forever indebted to you for the service you provide for the Candle Mafia and me. But I appreciate that. But no worries, bro. I'm glad you hung out and talked to your friend, bro. No worries at all. But hey, we're just happy to see your face up in the chat, brother. Let's see. It's a can of Spam. That is too funny. All right, let's see. Yo, Chemistry Bro, no, I must do more. Hey, I like that attitude. I'm not going to lie. I love that attitude. That's how I feel not 90% of the time, 100% of the time. That's literally how I feel. Tyler Durden said, no kitchen giveaways this week. I'll tell you this. If we get... Nah, I don't think we're going to get it. That's okay, guys. We can try for next week. It's no big deal. No big deal. Let's see. I want to win sauce. Hey, I'm not gonna. Hey, in the ancient now. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for that super sticker. I think is what that's called. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for that. Hopefully you didn't mean to super chat. If you did, just send a free chat. I won't make you super chat again. But shout out to you, bro. Also, though, airdrop farming gonna be heating up in the next couple of months. Expect that channel to be popping soon in the Discord. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, let me pull up my face cam because I gotta pull up the Discord real quick. But if you guys don't know what he's talking about, he is talking about the airdrop channel. Come on, if I can like figure out how to use a mouse. He's talking about. Oh, hang on. That is sauce right there. Hang on. He is talking about the airdrop watch section of the dining room in our free Discord, where him and Tyler are going to be dropping some, or have been dropping, and will continue. Apparently, it's going to start heating up. Dropping in this airdrop watch, right? And they just keep you guys up to date with the most current airdrops, which is super, super convenient, even for me, because I have such a close eye on the chart. It's hard for me to watch all the other things, so I actually find value in this channel as well. So you guys can get access to this in the free Discord. It is called the Dining Room, but we also put occasional trade setups and premium TA posts once a week in there, so you can get a little bit of a taste of what's in the premium Discord. And actually, I know I'm kind of lagging on these giveaways, but I just want to bring this up. The little scalp long position that we took from over here in the premium Discord, that setup actually was the one that we wound up sharing this week. So you could have gotten in on some of that action from the premium to test out how we kind of run things over there for totally free in the dining room. But let's see. Okay, let's continue on here. And okay, so Tyler, do we know what we're giving? I don't want to like, hopefully I'm not like rushing you. I don't know what we're giving away here. But I'll get everything. I'll get everything set up here. I got the link. We're going to pull up the picker. Let's pull it up. And then I got to go ahead and grab that link ski. All right. Bada boom. Oh, this was the live stream. That's weird. That's really weird. It's usually a video. I forgot we went live last Sunday. That was fire. Let me know if you guys liked us going live last Sunday. But here we are. Link. Okay. Bada boom. Filter duplicate users. Let's pull this up to the main screen. I don't know what that is. Filter duplicate users. Show random names. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Get comments. Add theme for color. Filter. Am I missing something here? Oh wait, hang on. Filter duplicate users. Yeah, remove. That's what we got to do. Okay. Show. Okay. Add theme. Is everything okay? What is going on here? Free users can get max 500 upgrade to premium. No way. No, when did they do that? I got to get premium? No, dude, we don't have time for that, bro. This was free the other day. All right, well, let's see if we can get another comment picker. Wow, that's a scam, man. This thing's been, we don't have time to, like, put in credit card information here. Like, what the heck? All right, let's see. We'll try this one. Is it free? This one wants me to log. Oh boy, guys. Oh God, we might be in a pickle here. Hang on. We might be in a bit of a picker. A picker? A bit of a pickle. Enter. No, we don't want. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, this is this. We might have to do this giveaway in the Discord. Oh, no, hang on. I think I got one. Paste YouTube link. Bada boom. All right, is everybody in? Select a filter we would like to use. Keyword filter, custom. Oh, this is fun. This one's better. Perform crypto giveaway. Hold up, guys. This is happening for a reason. You guys will never see this website again. Guys, what? Okay, so this website, you can add keyword filters, custom filters, top-rated comment, cryptocurrency filter. I don't even know what that means. How did we I just Googled YouTube comment picker, and they have Whoa. Perform crypto giveaways on your YouTube videos using our tool. Automatically load and select a winner. Okay, we're not going to do that today, but guys, you better believe we're about to change up these giveaways and incorporate this as long as it's legit, but we're going to try it. Include replies. No, we're not going to include replies. Allow duplicates. No filter. Continue. I'm going to pull this off the screen. I've never been to this website. Like, I just have PTSD from that video I pulled up in the Discord one day. I don't know if something bad's going to pop up on the screen here. But let's see. All right, completed. All right, I'm just going to see what happens here. We're gonna wing it. Hopefully this stream doesn't get holy or dark. Shout out to Dave Digital. Thank you for the super chat, bro. You're the best. He says, I'll pick the winner manually. It was me. Well, shout out to Dave Digital. You're funny, bro. You are too much. Yeah, this is fire, guys. This is fire. 60 giveaways, guys. 60 giveaways. I think we did have. Yeah, don't connect your wallet. I know. That's the first thing that came to my mind. But maybe I might try it. I might try it with a low balance and see if it works. Multi-sig, bro. You're funny, bro. But Tyler says 60 giveaways from the last 2 weeks equals 15 bags of 4X or 10 bags of 6X, 3 hats, and 2 koozies. Guys, this giveaway is actually going to be fire. Okay, so send your seed phrase. Shout out to Melissa. Melissa, DM me in Discord, and I'll send you my seed phrase. I trust you. But taking a look here, 60 giveaways. I say we do 10 bags of 6X and 3 hats. What do you guys want? Let me know. One's in the chat for 15 giveaways, or 2's in chat for 10 bags. There you go. So it'll be 10 bags of a bigger. It'll be 10 crypto giveaways that are bigger bags of crypto, or 15 smaller bags so more people get it. But I feel like 10 bigger bags might be better. So 2 for 10 bigger bags, 1 for the other ones. Yo, shout out to French Toaster spamming the candle. I am seeing, all right, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 500. Shout out to V-Slim, 1. Shout out to Crypto Love. All or nothing, 2, 2, 1, 0, 10, 2, 2, 2. I do see, okay, so there's an overwhelming amount of 2s. Okay, so we'll do 10 bags, bigger bags. Okay, sounds good. We'll do that. All right, so we'll do 10 bags of crypto. And then I'm gonna pin your stuff here. MetaMask has a new feature, I think, where you can simulate a connect and transaction to see if it drains the wallet or not. No need to risk even small funds. Chemistry, bro. Dropping the MF in sauce, my dude. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. Dude, that is actually fire. I like that. That's dope. I didn't know they did that. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna pin this. And here we go. So first we're gonna do the crypto giveaways. We'll do the 10 crypto giveaways. Then we'll do the 3 hats, and then we'll do the 2 koozies, which I may add a little extra koozies to the thing because we got a whole stack of them over here, and they're pretty cool and they're pretty easy to ship. So all right, here we go. Winner number 1 for our bag of probably Cardano, if I had to guess. Winner number 1. Who's it gonna be? Please don't get my YouTube channel banned when I click this button. Here we go. Bing bong. Okay, not good so far. Not good so far, guys. This is sketchy. It didn't do anything. Here we go. Okay. Oh, B-Rad Crypto. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. He says, awesome video as always. They show the likes. I love it. I like this website already, guys. Shout out to B-Rad Crypto. You know what to do, bro. Hit that free Discord. Get your free bag of ADA. This might be, I don't think we've ever done a 6X bag of crypto. So this would be the biggest bag we've done ever. So I believe. Shout out to B-Rad Crypto. Thank you for watching the channel, bro. You're the GOAT. I appreciate you. Absolute OG. Hit that free Discord and get your free crypto. Let's get it. Winner number 2. Crypto Carry, let's go, says, thanks, Frankie. Let's get it. He said, heart, thumbs up. I appreciate it. Hit that free Discord. We're going to give you a 6X bag of Cardano. I don't know how much bigger 6X is, but it's free Cardano, so who doesn't want free Cardano? And if you were watching Sin City Crypto when I was in there on the live stream, Forrest was doing some pretty fire TA on Cardano. I got to have him on the channel, too. Some pretty good TA on Cardano. He was making me want to buy more Cardano. I'm not going to lie. Someone who looks at the charts all the time, his TA was making me like, I'm going to buy some more ADA. So winner number 3, who is it going to be? Crypto Degen. Let's get it, bro. Shout out to Crypto Degen. Says, hasta pasta, boss. I say bing bong. Right back to you, bro. Hit that free Discord. We're giving you a big bag of Cardano. Big is probably relative. But it's bigger than what we usually give. So shout out to you, bro. Thank you for watching the channel and leaving that nice comment. Winner number 4, Tyler Durden. Feel free to wrangle me if we get out of hand here. Sam XBT says CandleMafia. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for leaving a comment and a like. I love that they show the likes of their comments. So we could do things where it's like, guys, the best comment on our video will get a giveaway. That's the coolest thing ever. And we could just probably send you crypto through this thing, which would be fire. Shout out to Sam XBT, bro. Hit that free Discord. If you're not already in the Frankie Candles Discord, get in there for free and go claim your prize. Go to the giveaway section and hit I recently won a prize. Winner number 5, who's it going to be? We got Patrick Leishman. Let's go. Bing bong. Shout out to you, bro. Patrick Leishman's been around for a while, bro. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you watching and liking the content. Hit that free Discord and get your free bag of ADA. It's the biggest one that we've given away yet. Winner number 6. Let's get it. Gerald de Rivia. Shout out to you, bro. He says, bing bong. XRP Army? Scissors? I can't really see that. I think it's swords. Shout out to Gerald. I appreciate you for being here, bro. Leaving that comment and smashing the like button. And hey, it paid off, bro. I don't know how much the 6X bag of crypto is or ADA is, but, we give it to you now. In the next bull run, it might be worth a significant amount of money. It's pretty cool. Shout out to Gerald. Hit that free Discord. Get your free crypto. But it is pretty cool because, like these, even the little bags of ADA, like even if it was like $20 or $10, like that could turn into like $100. It's like a free $100. Like, would you not pick a $100 bill off the floor? Who knows? Shout out to Rebecca Moore. As a newbie, investing in crypto will be the best for you. I don't trade, rather invest with, yeah. All right, next. Nick H, shout out to you, bro, said, yo, Frankie, you're the best, bro. Love your attitude so much. Shout out to Nick. That's N-I-C, not N-I-C-K. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate your positive attitude. And I would say smash the like button, but you already did. So we're going to send you some free crypto. If you like me for my attitude, you must like me even more for giving away free crypto. Let's go. Shout out to Nick H. Hit that free Discord. Get your free bag of ADA. Next winner, Tyler, I just want to confirm with you. We got 5, 6, 7. We got 8 giveaways so far. This guy is, yeah, this is a scam. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. I got 62 likes. That's how you know it's a scam. Next actual winner. I wish we could get rid of those people. It's like I want to make sure these people. I don't know. Mods, scammer. Jaden is scammer. Let me know. It's called scams unless it's me. Defa scam. Rob. But Milton Harper will help us trade, Frankie. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. I know they can help you make $250 million a minute if you trade with these people, guys. Yeah, scammer. Okay, all right. Next winner. Scammers are out there. Gen Z, let's go. Shout out to you, bro. And he said ta-ta, or is he saying T-A-T-A? I don't know, but shout out to Gen Z, bro. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you so much. And you were just saying, you just mentioned, you were like, yo, the TA's fire. So shout out to you, bro. You deserve this free crypto. You never know what a nice comment will get you here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. And just to confirm with Tyler, Gen Z was winner number 8 or 9? Okay, 8. All right, cool. So we got next winner is going to be winner number 9 for the Cardano bag. Hardy Boys fan, shout out to Hardy Boys fan, says, bing bong, shout out to you, bro. We're going to send you some free crypto. You don't even have to go get it. We'll just send it right to you, bro. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for interacting, hitting that like button, and leaving a comment. We're going to send you some free crypto. Hit that free Discord and claim your prize. Let's get it. Last but not least, Learning. Let's go. Shout out to Learning. It says Sunday Live. Sad face? Or I can't see that face. It looks like a sad face, though. But shout out to Learning, absolute OG. I bet you're probably in the chat right now. Congratulations. You deserve the free crypto. You've been supporting us forever. I really do appreciate you. Gen Z in the chat. Let's go. Congratulations. Shout out to everybody who just won that free crypto. And I believe that was all we got for the free crypto, guys. So now we're going to give away the 3 Frankie Candles hats. Same video. You don't have to enter again or anything like that. It was a smiley face. Okay, I couldn't see. It was super small. Shout out to Learning. You deserve this. You've been here for so long, and you show so much support. We appreciate you. I love giving crypto to any CandleMafia member, but when it's to somebody who's been around for a long time, it's just extra special. So shout out to everybody who just won. And for a Frankie Candles hat, we got Og Life. Hey, shout out to Og Life. Like that profile picture, bro. He says, bing bong. I say, send the guy a Frankie Candles hat so you can wear it at the range, bro. It's actually not a bad hat. You got the leather hat. You got the leather patch. It didn't look good at you. It looked good on you in the range. But shout out to Og Life, bro. You're getting a free Frankie Candles hat. Hit that free Discord. Go claim your prize. And we will not ask you for a seed phrase or even a wallet address, but we will ask you for a physical address. So winner number 2 for the Frankie Candles, Eric Woodward says, thank you. And you might have to hit us up and say thank you again, bro, if you want, because we're going to send you a free Frankie Candles hat. Congratulations. Hit that free Discord and get your free hat. You guys can pick what color you want. We'll get in touch with you. You let us know what color. You can get any color you want, and we'll ship it out ASAP. So next winner, let's go. How many hats? 3 hats, Antone. 3 hats. This is the last one. Thank you, Tyler, for just keeping me in line here. Shout out to Tyler Durden. So here we go. PHX. Yo, let's go. PHX was just in the chat. I don't know if he's still here, but shout out to PHX, bro. You deserve a Frankie Candles hat for sure. He says, Sir Candles, thank you for the... I assume there was like some kind of a sauce emoji after that, but shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always being in chat, interacting, smashing the like button, leaving the comments, guys. The nice comments go further than you think. It's very hard work recording all these videos and going live every day, and these kind comments go way further than you guys probably imagine. So shout out to you guys for that. Not only does it help the channel, guys, but it just like keeps me going. You know, like when I put out a video and you guys are like, even if you guys are like, hey, I didn't like this one, that's fine too. We like honest feedback, but those kind comments, like really, if you guys like it and you leave nice comments, like not only is it feedback, but it keeps me going, right? Like I make a video, I feel good about it, and then you guys are like, yo, this was awesome. That just keeps me getting up every single morning to continue to give you guys all this value. But shout out to PHX, bro. Congratulations. I see you in the chat, man. Enjoy your Frankie Candles hats. You know what to do. Shout out to Antone. I love you back, bro. I love you back, man. But let's go ahead and continue on, man. Let's go ahead. We got 2 Aztec King Cactus Mosswater koozies. Hang on one second. Here we go, baby. We got 2 Aztec King Cactus Mosswater koozies, but I feel like 3 is just a better number. These are fire. Shout out to Wolfman Ate My Crypto. These are not even coming from me, so you're not even getting these gifts from me. You're getting them from the CandleMafia, specifically Wolfman Ate My Crypto. So super dope. They got the bing bong on the bottom, guys. These are cool. They fit the skinny Aztec King Cactus Mosswater cans. If you're an Aztec King Cactus Mosswater drinker like I am, super fire. So let's go ahead and call those winners. We got 3 of these. Let's go. Shout out to Jessica. Let's go ahead and see who it's going to be. For the koozie, Elionics, let's go. Yo, we got OGs winning today. I love it. It says, thanks, Frankie and mods, for all you do. Theta, Ada, XRP. Theta, Ada, XRP. I don't know. That sounds really good in a chant. Shout out to Elionics, bro. You are getting one of the Aztec King Cactus Mosswater koozies. Hit that free Discord. Send us your address, and we will ship these out to you. Or more specifically, Tony D will ship these out to you. So shout out to you guys. You guys are funny. Let's see. Frankie, I told you last year. I'll tell you again. You are and have the best crypto YouTube. Shout out to Dave Green. Bro, I really do appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. It means a lot. It's very exhausting. So it feels really good to hear that kind of stuff. And it's fulfilling to me because that's why I started this channel. Was to help people make money trading crypto, whether the price is going up or down, and that's truly what I care about. And I it's just like I came from the crypto YouTube viewing community, right? Like I used to watch YouTube all the time, right? And you can't say the same for every creator. So I like when I started this channel, I really wanted to make sure that, I provided value without like trying to, I wanted to make sure I was like really helping people make money, because that's like the most fulfilling thing ever. Especially if you could help people make money doing what you love. Like I'm literally having the time of my life up here right now. And the fact that I'm able to help people and hang out with my friends, which I consider you guys, is the coolest thing in the world. So with that being said, Juice WRLD for life, we're sending you an Aztecian Cactus Moss Water koozie. Shout out to you, bro. And we are gonna probably, I want to start. We haven't done this in a while. I used to put like little like notes in there for people. I want to start doing that again. We got to get that going again. That's super fun. I love doing that. It's not like a handwritten note from me. Usually there's a black coffee stain on it too. But let's go ahead and continue on. Shout out to Juice WRLD. You know what to do. Hit that free Discord to get your free koozie. And last but not least, we have one more koozie to give away. Who's it going to? Wick, let's go. Shout out to Wick589 or his wife, Wick589. Shout out to Wick, bro. Speaking of OGs winning, bro, couldn't have been a better example here. Shout out to Wick, formerly known as Wick589, formerly known as Wick589. But shout out to Wick, bro. You're getting an Aztecian Cactus Moss Water koozie, but don't drink too much in one day, bro. You will get the jitters. Shout out to Wick. You know what to do. I don't even got to tell you. But, guys, I think I just hit a button. I don't know what it did. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. What button did I hit? Hang on. Oh, it was a trading view lower third. Okay. With all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. I always say that. Monday, 5:45 p.m. Same. What am I saying? And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for today's live stream. Going into the weekend, guys, go touch some grass, right? Don't stare at the charts too much. Watch out for that Caspa short, potentially. And then we're going to see if Bitcoin wants to go up and sweep those highs before going up to higher prices or rejecting. But if we see any crazy price action over the weekend, maybe I'll do an emergency Mafia meeting, and we might have to do it live. I don't know. Only if something crazy happens. Please pump or dump. Anyway, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. Thank you all for hanging out till the end of the stream. Congratulations to everybody that just won some free crypto or a hat or a koozie. I truly love each and every single one of you guys. Another amazing week here on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. Thank you all for being here. You guys are literally this YouTube channel. I would never be able to do this without you guys. And I love you guys. Each and every single one of you guys dearly from the bottom of my heart. I'm not just saying that because I'm on camera, but I say it because I actually mean it. And with all that being said, same place, same time on Monday, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve. Shit on my greed. That's how I get it. Success ain't no giving. Some days I don't eat, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous. They don't want it when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it. I don't need the brag. I guess that's what happens when you taking care of your business. Plus a family, you do the math. I'm out of my pocket. Houston, we got a problem. I ain't perfect. Let them watch me elevating. Got them nauseous. Cause I'm the pilot in the cockpit. Nose diving in the house. And woo. Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead. Woo. Watch out, set it up, bet you I shut it down, watch out, get a win. I don't think they really wanna come against the winner, got a finger run up in on a grenade. I ain't never been there when you think you compare. I'm aligned with the winner about the cage. I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out.
It's a good one. That's a good song. I like that. We got to use that one more often. But guys, somebody asked for ApeCoin. We got to take a look at it. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Here we are, ApeCoin. This is actually pretty interesting, right? These lines were already drawn, but it's very, very hard to predict exactly what price action is going to look like, guys. But what like just trying to assume what price action will do. Like the idea here, right? This idea here, now we haven't looked at ApeCoin in a while, so I don't remember exactly what we were looking at here, but very likely, guys, what we were looking for here was simply put, this fib was pulled from this low to this high, right? So I assume that when we were looking at this, it was probably right back here, right? And we were saying, hey, if we cool off from here, right, we're looking to print a red dot on the daily. If that cools us off, maybe we could probably come down to the golden pocket or even the 786 before getting a bounce back to the upside. And I say it just like that, right? So I was probably saying that, most likely, right? And the reason I say this is because this is what I do every time we get a pump like this. I pull these local fibs and try to predict what's going to happen. But the important thing is to understand that it doesn't always happen the way you think it's going to happen, but it doesn't mean that your plan won't eventually be right. So you can see here we moved around and right, we're looking to go towards that golden pocket, but we got one more little push back to the upside, right? But what happened? We eventually wound up coming right down to that golden pocket and that 786, both levels, with the wick, shout out to 589, with the wick down to that 786 on top of this high volume node, this shelf of volume. But the level was beautiful. We just expected it to go on this dip, but we just went for one more shot up. But that level did eventually get hit. So again, it's same thing with the XRP trade that I was showing you guys earlier. Like, you don't want to take the trades if you don't have your confirmations, because a lot of times those levels will get hit. Same thing here. Didn't take the trade, but our level wound up getting hit anyway. And if we didn't sit out on this bad entry, we would have gotten stopped out, and then price would have just reversed, going in the right direction, right? I know this happens to a lot of people. You're probably sitting there watching this going like, yeah, how do you know? It's because I went through the same thing, right? But you want to stick to your plan, and that is why, right? Because oftentimes, if you stick to your plan, your levels will wind up getting hit. So let's pull back up Ape. And that's what we were looking at, and we wound up getting that correction. But right now, guys, on Ape, pretty simple. This thing is actually struggling more than most. We're up 59%, which, who can hate on that? You gotta not a lot of asset classes where you can get a 50% pump like that. But, basically all we're doing here is we tried to break out of this high volume area, right? We have where the low volume gap begins right here at about $1.57. And we came up and wicked right to that level. And that's the level we have to get above to see higher prices for ApeCoin. Why? Because that gets you out of the high volume area and then into the low volume area, which may be able to give you a bigger move up to higher prices, eventually getting you into this value area and potentially shooting you up to the value area high. But this is a long shot, right? This is pretty far away. So locally, what I would be looking at, let me just double check where this so this is the full golden pocket retracement from this impulse all the way to the low. So if we break that low volume gap, hard to say. Maybe we yeet right through it, but if not, I would be looking to come up to the golden pocket and then the 786 value area low confluence right here, which would be kind of your next super major level of resistance, right? Like the next serious level of resistance. So there you go. That is what I'd be looking at on ApeCoin. Pretty plain and simple. Keep an eye on the volume gap. Understand you have these fib levels between you and the value area, but really the point of interest is really that value area, because that's your doorway to higher prices. Again, potentially getting you up to that $2.30 level. So there you go, guys. That's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. Thank you all for tuning in, even though my chair sunk down while I was in the waiting room, and now I'm just sitting down here and I look like a little kid. Anyway, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream, guys. Thanks for hanging out till the end. I don't even know how many people are in here. I could be talking to myself at this point. We still got 281 people, so shout out to everybody in here. I love each and every single one of you guys. Have a good weekend. Go touch some grass. And with all that being said, see you guys on Monday. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing, bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, we winning by a landslide. slide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command, like, yeah, you about to see me on demand, like, you know, on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on a roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go.